Brought to you in part by CatchDesMoines.com, Citgo, Chef IQ Sense, Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha, Fitzgerald Equipment, Patriot Pavement Maintenance, TimberTech Decking and Railing, Bet365. Host Zach Zaidman.
After a sad day off the field and a tough day on it, the Cubs look to bounce back and rejoin Milwaukee atop the National League Central. Hi, everyone. A pleasant good evening to you from American Family Field. I'm Zach Zaidman. It's Game 2 of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Brewers. Coming up, we'll hear from both Nico Hoerner and Craig Counsell. But first, our conversation with Coom, sponsored by Yuengling Traditional Lager, the oldest brewery in America, and by Hatfield, Better Care, Better Pork. Joined now by Ron Coomer. And Coom, the Brewers took the opener last night to move a game ahead of the Cubs in the division. A tough night for everyone around the Cubs, from fans to the front office and everyone in between. The baseball world lost a legend last night with the death of Ryne Sandberg.
Yeah, it's, we're still talking about it and dealing with it. And prayers are with his wife and family and grandkids and kids. And, as Pat and I were talking in the middle of the ball game yesterday, the game really didn't have much meaning, right? I mean, baseball is baseball, but those are things that, hit a lot. They're just a lot different than playing a baseball game. So, very difficult time, and I thought everybody post-game and all the things that happened, everybody did a really nice job dealing with it, but very tough night last night for everybody in the Cubs organization.
So Cubs will try to regroup and play a game tonight against the Brewers. Time now for the keys to that game. Sponsored by Heat and Frost Insulators and the Illinois Regional Insulation Contractors. Visit local17insulators.com. And by Toyota. Visit your Chicagoland Toyota dealer or toyota.com today. Couple of right-handers going, Coom. Former Brewer Colin Ray pitching for the Cubs, while Quinn Priester starts for Milwaukee.
Yeah, first of all, for Ray, at the end of the day, I look at Colin, and I always talk about pitchers through the hitter's eyes. And I see with Ray, and, does a very good job with his fastball command on both sides of the plate. He kind of darts both edges and can pitch up. And when he starts getting into that rhythm of the game getting going for him, getting into a good rhythm and having good command, good things happen with him. And he makes it difficult on the hitters because now, all of a sudden, you really have to cover both sides of the plate with the fastball. Pfister, he's one of those guys, Z, that last year really struggled against left-handed hitters. This year, he's added, what I'm guessing is a little cutter is what they're talking about. But it's something that he has command with to really, kind of get some balance with the left-handed hitters. And that's something Cubs hitters will have to deal with today. So he has done much better. And, you look at him, and it could be a pretty good matchup today with these two guys on the mound. Now it's time for the Bet365 bet of the game. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app today. Cubs are plus 1.5, so they're getting a run and a half today. That's a big deal. They're minus 190. Same thing with the money line. They're plus 110. Over-under today is 8. I think it's warm. The roof is open. The ball should really carry her. I think the over is the bet today.
And the roof is definitely open, and it is definitely warm. Sunny 87 degrees here in Milwaukee. Coming up, remembering a legend. That's next on The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Ian Happ remembers Ryne Sandberg.
A legend representing the Chicago Cubs in the best way possible.
Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11 provides exceptional service in all facets of the roofing and waterproofing industry, developing skilled craftsmen through apprenticeship training and providing systems that keep Chicago and Northern Illinois dry. To find a highly skilled roofing contractor, go to chicago-roofingcontractors.org.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to Present You signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that Future You can't use? And since your Rapid Rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward Future You with a future flight. Sign up for Rapid Rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All Rapid Rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
Join Great Lakes Credit Union's mission of banking for a greater good. As a nonprofit financial institution, Great Lakes Credit Union invests in local communities while offering the services of big banks. Learn more at glcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or 2 half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Tag team bits and sockets with a Bosch 18-volt 2-in-1 impact driver. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
The Cubs, the Score and Stand Up to Cancer, once again teaming up for a 24-hour Cubs for a Cure radiothon. It starts at 10 a.m. this Thursday on 670 The Score. 100% of the proceeds will benefit Brain Up for cancer research. Cubs in Milwaukee. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show, driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now for the inside pitch. We say good evening to Score baseball insider Bruce Levine. Bruce, it's been a tough 24 hours.
It really has, Zach. Ryne Sandberg evolved as a player in person from the time we met in 1982. As a player, the one thing he always had from the beginning was a great work ethic and a respect for the game. Ryne learned about people the past 2 years with his battles with cancer and some life lessons.
I've learned about the people in my life. From my family, to my friends, to my neighbors, to my teammates, to the Cub fans. It's all about the relationships that I have with people, and there's a lot of them.
Sandberg reflected on the 1984-2024 Cubs teams showing up for his statue dedication in June of 2024.
I met everything to have my teammates there because I went to the ballpark to be with the teammates, and we were all in it together. After spring trainings, every year we're in it together to win and to our goal is to win a World Series every year out of spring training. We went to the playoffs twice, but that was the goal. But to have the big number of teammates that showed up, outstanding.
Zach, a 90-second tribute to a great player and friend seems inadequate, but I will say that becoming friends with him and Margaret will always be a cherished memory for me and millions of Cub fans.
May his memory be a blessing. Bruce, thank you. The Cubs take on the Orioles in a 3-game series starting Friday, August 1st. Be here for it. Get your tickets at Cubs.com/tickets. Coming up, Cubs cut ties with a veteran arm. That's next on The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates undercooking or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Cubs baseball is on The Score.
Swinging a drive. Back toward the wall. That ball is gone. Heat throw Armstrong.
With the free Odyssey and iHeartRadio apps, you can stream the Cubs all season long, no matter where you are in Chicagoland.
Kyle drives one in the air to right field. That ball is gone.
Listen to Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer with all the action of Cubs baseball. Streaming live in Chicagoland on the free Odyssey app. AUDACY. Along with the iHeartRadio app. Take us with you and download the app today.
Struggling with plumbing problems? Plumbers 911 is your trusted solution with licensed plumbing professionals available 24/7 for any plumbing emergency. From repairs, leaks, sump pumps, and more, Plumbers 911 connects you with plumbers that do it right the first time. Call now at 1-833-PLUM-911.
Here is your Game of the Week, presented by Hyundai. Atlanta and Cincinnati will meet in the middle when they head to Bristol, Tennessee. For the first time in baseball history, the teams will be playing inside a racetrack, and they'll be sporting unique racing-themed uniforms. It's fitting that two of the fastest players in the league will meet on the field as Cincinnati's young shortstop and Atlanta's MVP outfielder will face off. Who will take the victory in Bristol when the teams race towards the finish line? No one likes having to choose. That's why with America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds, like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid with America's best warranty, or the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid with the power to navigate the toughest terrain. It's like having your cake and eating it too, but you know, better. Hybrids from Hyundai. It's the best of both worlds. America's best warranty claim based on total package of warranty programs. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
The clearance event is going on now at American Sale. Save up to 70% on pools, patio sets, and more. The clearance event, only at American Sale. Bring the fun home.
Cubs in Milwaukee. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. A reminder that all Cubs triples and saves are sponsored by Great Lakes Credit Union, Chicago's credit union. Join GLCU's mission of banking for a greater good at glcu.org. Time now to check on who's hot and cold. Sponsored by Plumbers 911. Plumbing emergency, call the professionals. Available 24/7 at 1-833-PLUM-911. Nico Hoerner's hitting .300 over his last 30 games. The cold, Ian Happ batting .177 over his last 30 games. The injury report is sponsored by Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Visit ibji.com for locations and services. Right-hander Jamison Tyone threw 40 pitches in live batting practice today. He's trying to work his way back from a calf injury. Also, the Cubs have designated Chris Flexen for assignment. Right-hander Gavin Hollowell called up from Iowa. Coming up, Nico next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Nico Hoerner remembers Ryne Sandberg.
It's never about him, even though it totally could be. He's an absolute baseball legend.
Welcome to Old National Bank.
Hi, I was wondering what you could do for my small business.
Tons. Have time to talk?
Not much. We're on a 30-second radio ad.
Oh, I'll get straight to the point then. Our solutions are customized for small businesses. Our services make financial management simple, and our pricing is always transparent.
Outstanding. Wow.
Yeah. So, ever been in an ad before?
Nope. How do I look?
Good. But we're on the radio, remember?
Right. Hi, Mom.
Customized small business banking from Old National Bank. Member FDIC. Get old.
Hey, folks. Coom here. Since teaming up with the fine folks at Yuengling Beer, I've heard this question a lot. Ron, how has Yuengling managed to be around for 196 years? Well, it comes down to one thing. They brew great beer. Simple as that. It takes real quality to become the oldest brewery in America, and Yuengling's been doing it right since 1829. Whether it's traditional lager, light lager, Flight by Yuengling, they all have the same commitment to flavor and craftsmanship. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. Official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, PA.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit benjaminmoore.com today.
Today's Tito's handmade vodka canine of the game is Grace, an 8-year-old German Shepherd from Cary. If the team strikes out 9 players, Tito's will make a $100 donation to Anti-Cruelty Chicago. Cubs Brewers in Milwaukee. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. In our Cubs conversation, the current Cubs second baseman, Nico Hoerner, reflects on the greatest second baseman to ever play for the franchise, Ryne Sandberg.
I think he made a huge impact on the organization because he was a superstar that didn't make it about himself ever. I think the organization meant a ton to him, and he never felt entitled to anything. I feel like he kind of always respected the game of baseball above anything else, and the Cubs organization as a whole. And I think that's what kept him around, coming back and spending time with us for so long, even up through this spring training when he was getting treatment and everything that he had to deal with. So just a true love for the game that kept him connected, and I imagine is part of what motivated him as a player too.
Do you remember your first meeting with him and how you guys began to bond?
I more so remember like when I changed to second base full time and talking to him about that, and just just little angles or things that he thought about, and just cool that he always took the time and just wanted to talk about the game. It was never that he had the answers or how to do it perfectly or things like that. He was always just curious, and so cool to talk to someone that had done it at the highest level for so long but was still interested in learning about the game.
Curious about what?
Just positioning and pregame routines, how you take care of your body, and also just playing at Wrigley different times of year, playing there when it's cold, playing there in the summer. All parts of it. Yeah.
Is there anything as a second baseman today that you could pick up from him and what he did during his career, from your conversations?
Yeah, I think more than anything, we just talked about like what it meant like to play for the Cubs, and I think that's probably the biggest connection of anything. It's just like the fan base that we get to play for, and the stadium we get to play at, and just being able to live in Chicago, and obviously played several decades apart, but a lot of those things really remain true and make that experience so special. And it was fun to talk about those memories.
And then when you look back at his career, just as a second baseman, knowing how hard it is to do what he did, what stands out to you as a fellow player?
I think just the ability to impact the game in all ways. I mean, second base, I think traditionally was not a place you got power out of that position, and he was a part of kind of revolutionizing that, but also doing it with 9 Gold Gloves and speed, and a true like 5-tool player that we all strive to impact the game in every single way, and he's somebody who actually did it and did it for 2 decades. So incredibly impressive.
Can you help, as we now talk about baseball and this series in particular, can you help put it into perspective? It's July, but it's still huge because the schedule's different now, and when you play your divisional opponents is when you play them, and you have to make those games count.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a really fortunate position where we're getting to play intense baseball in the middle of the season, and that's a product of a lot of good things. It means that you're put yourself in a position where the games matter a lot, but we also have a lot left to do. So, less games against division opponents, but we also do play them a lot between this series and the series at home. I think it's in 2 or 3 weeks. So it's great that it's within our control, and that's all you can ask for is head-to-head opportunities and really exciting baseball against good teams.
There was a buzz about this being a playoff-like atmosphere. Do you feel it? Is there something different tangibly when you're on the field in these games?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're packed crowds and 2 fan bases that overlap close in location and just back and forth over the years. Obviously they've done a really good job in our division for a while now, so it's on us to do things on our own terms and take it back. And between the White Sox series we just played and this one right here, we're playing in road atmospheres that are really packed with energy, and in July, which is an amazing thing to get to experience, and we're lucky to have these opportunities.
Nico, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Cubs second baseman Nico Hoerner. The Cubs strongly encourage the use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains when traveling to Wrigley Field. For all games, the Cubs offer a free bike valet service located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit Cubs.com/transportation. Coming up, the Manager's Show next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Larry Boa remembers Ryne Sandberg.
The man upstairs has an unbelievable player up there. I know that.
Everything comes down to how you finish, and the wall covering, drywall finishing, signage, glass systems, and painting contractors at finishingchicago.com always produce a hit. Chicago's top general contractors and property managers rely on Finishing Chicago's industrial and commercial contractors to provide the most well-trained, safety-focused, and reliable crews. Before starting work on your next job site, check out their website, finishingchicago.com, your free resource to find quality finishing contractors.
Proud partner of Cubs Radio.
Step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. That's circasports.com.
Let's play ball with Tito's. During today's game, if the Northsiders pitchers strike out 9 players, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $100 to Anti-Cruelty Chicago.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good, seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait 1 sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying forwarded. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Payout via virtual prepaid card within 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Cubs in Milwaukee, Game 2 of a 3-game set. Cubs enter play 1 game back of the Brewers in the National League Central. It is time now to go around baseball, sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great. One final on the board. The Orioles, a 16-4 drubbing of the Blue Jays in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Tyler O'Neill and Ramon Urias hit back-to-back homers for Baltimore. Game 2 of that doubleheader underway right now, last of the third at Camden Yards. It's the Blue Jays with a 1-0 lead over the Orioles. The Guardians on top of the Rockies 3-0. They are in the bottom of the third inning. Gabriel Arias with a 2-run single. The Diamondbacks on top of the Tigers 2-0. They are in the bottom of the second inning. Ketel Marte with a ribby single. Now let's pause here in Milwaukee.
Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg, who died yesterday at the age of 65 following a fight with cancer. Our heartfelt condolences go out to his family, friends, and fans. At this time, please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please remain standing. Military personnel and veterans of military service render a hand salute and join us as we honor America with our national anthem, performed tonight by Allison Wyszynski.
Oh, say, can you see above dawn's earthly light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glove, the bombs bursting, and now ye prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Allison Wyszynski performing the national anthem tonight in Milwaukee. The national anthem sponsored by Patriot Pavement Maintenance, simplifying pavement maintenance for industrial, commercial, and educational clients. Cubs and Brewers here in Milwaukee. This is the Cubs radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. It is time now to hear from Cubs manager Craig Counsell, sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development. Counsell says his favorite day as Cubs manager was the day Ryne Sandberg's statue was unveiled at Gallagher Way.
Just the team being there and the fans, you know, in a different setting than in the ballpark, and you know, watching Ryne with his family and you know, knowing what he was going through and everything. You know, you feel like, you know, your job is to win baseball games, but your job is to bring people together too. And there's more rewards in bringing people together like that. And that was a fun day.
have these last 24 hours been like in terms of sharing stories about him and things like that? I imagine.
I think that's what happens, and I think they're fun stories. And anytime you have somebody who's such a great player and such a great person, when you come in contact with Ryno, you have a story because of that. And so, he was a quiet man, but he still, he somehow lit up a room as a quiet man, which is, I think, says everything.
Yeah, well said by Counsell. Coming up next, the pitching matchup on the Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Rahimi and Harris, middays, 10 a.m. to 2 on the Score.
If you're looking for the opportunity to succeed, the Village of New Lenox offers extraordinary schools, healthcare, and a growing community with a wonderful quality of life. Join the 100-plus businesses that have opened in New Lenox in the last 2 years. And they have more room to grow, whether retail, office, commercial, healthcare, or hospitality. New Lenox is located at the crossroads of I-355, I-80, I-55, and I-57, making it easy to get to, and a place you won't want to leave. New Lenox, nothing short of extraordinary.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus, offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chevy.
Lowe's knows big savings make a big difference, especially when you're shopping for appliances. Hurry in to get up to 30% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Rewards members get free delivery, free haul away, free installation and parts on purchases of $2,500 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/30. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Price, delivery time, and vehicle availability may vary based on order size and location. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/delivery for more details.
Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Cubs in Milwaukee. Who are you banking on? Sponsored by Busey Bank. Building business, growing wealth since 1868. I'm banking on Seiya Suzuki to break out of his slump after a single last night. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Colin Ray going for the Cubs. 8-4 with a 4.06 ERA. It's the first time the veteran right-hander has faced the Brewers since leaving for the Cubs during the offseason. Fellow right-hander Quinn Priester is starting for Milwaukee, 9-2 this season with a 3.28 ERA. It's time for baseball in Milwaukee. Cubs, Brewers, Pat, Ron, next on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Craig Counsell remembers Ryne Sandberg.
A really important Chicago Cub. He was a great player. He was a presence to the man.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now on chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
If you could hear Old Spice Fiji Antiperspirant, what would it sound like? First, you'd start with Fiji Antiperspirant's amazing scent of palm trees. Add pure notes of fresh coconut and layer on 24/7 odor and sweat protection. You won't hear any dyes or parabens because with Fiji, you won't have any. So while your regular antiperspirant sounds like this, Old Spice Fiji sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
Get a $15 prepaid MasterCard after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Cubs fans, Pat Hughes here. Join Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman, and me for every Cubs game on 670 The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
He drives one in the air, deep left center. Back goes Cruz. It's got a chance. Gone. Home run, Dansby Swanson. High fly ball, deep right field. This ball's got a chance. It is gone for a home run.
And if you live in the Chicago area, also on the free Odyssey app.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
And now, Odyssey and 670 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Chicago, this is Ian Happ.
Base hit into right. Cubs win the ball game. Ian Happ, a game-winning single.
Hey, it's Nico Hoerner.
Diving backhand stump by Hoerner, throws to first to get it. Sensational play.
Hey, it's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle drives one in the air to right field. That ball is gone. It's a 3-run homer.
This is what you came here for. Got the Cubs game on the Score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Benny's Beverage Depot, Nissan, Benjamin Moore, Hefty Trash Bags, Arturo Tire, James Hardy Building Products, Sea Glass Wine, Volvo, Sloan, Xfinity, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from American Family Field in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's a perfect summer night, ready for Game 2 of this series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Good evening, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. Zach Zaidman working alongside. The Cubs will try to even up this series after losing the opener last night by a score of 8-4. And the matchup tonight, a couple of right-handers. Colin Ray, the former Brewer, starting for the Cubs, and Quinn Priester quietly has put together an 8-game winning streak and a fine record overall of 9-2. It's a battle of right-handers. Colin Ray against Quinn Priester. Big crowd on hand. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for tonight's game. The starting lineups are brought to you by Verizon, the most reliable 5G in Chicago. Leading off for the Cubs tonight at first base is Michael Busch. Kyle Tucker in right field. Seiya Suzuki, the designated hitter. Pete Crow Armstrong is batting cleanup. PCA, as he is known, will play center field. Nico Hoerner in the number 5 spot and playing second base. Ian Happ in left field. The number 7 hitter is Dansby Swanson. Swanson plays shortstop. Reese McGuire catching and batting ninth at third base, the rookie Matt Shaw. The Brewers take the field. Let's take our final pre-first pitch timeout, and we'll be right back to get this ball game underway. The Cubs are up in Milwaukee. Back to get it started right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
News just in. Bets today.
And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. Jesus apply in that only.
It's game time. Time to crack open a Yingling. After 196 years, the wait is over. Yingling is finally available here in Illinois. Look for it at your favorite bar or store. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And after a very tough day on the field yesterday and off the field for the Cubs, Pat, Cubs need to win today. They need to get back on track. But yesterday, you need to, it was a tough day, and we all felt it. The Brewers did a very nice thing with a moment of silence here at American Family Park for Ryne and all the Cubs. And now we got to play baseball.
And Ron, we are just about set to go. Right-hander Quinn Priester, 9-2 with a 3.28 ERA. Michael Busch will lead it off. The Brewers line up this way: Sal Frelick in right, Jackson Chourio in center, William Contreras catching. The DH batting fourth is Christian Yelich. We are ready for the game's first pitch. And here it comes to Michael Busch. Slap foul off to the left, and away we go. Andrew Vaughn batting fifth and playing first base. The Brewer left fielder is Isaac Collins. Bryce Terang at second base. Here's a drive to left center. Toward the gap, on the run is Collins and making the catch. The left fielder Collins, that ball kind of sliced back to the left fielder. It was pretty much a routine play. Collins batting sixth and left. Bryce Terang at second base. Anthony Siegler in the lineup at third base and batting eighth, and batting ninth, Milwaukee's shortstop Joey Ortiz. One away. Here's Kyle Tucker. Priester, a very simplified windup, brings it. Here's a ground ball to the right side, fielded by Terang. He'll throw out Tucker, out number two. Ron, as you think about the starter for Milwaukee, Quinn Priester, what would be your approach against him?
Well, he's going to throw quite a few fastballs, and he really, when he gets behind, he likes to come either with fastball or cutter. The cutter is the pitch he has confidence in, to not have to just throw the fastball for a strike. It's been a good pitch for him, and to the point where it's really changed his career this season by being able to get left-handers out. They were, they hit him for well over 300 average last year. This year, 200.
He's been around, as you say. Here's a fastball high to Seiya Suzuki. 2 balls and no strikes. He's been with San Diego, Miami. Pitched for the Cubs briefly in 20. Here is a swing and a ground ball to short, fielded by Ortiz. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Quinn Priester. Cubs do nothing after a half. Cubs nothing. Brewers coming up. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Remembering Ryne Sandberg.
This is my last time catching the final out. Go Cubs!
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB
Radio Network, DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Car accident? Call D&W right now. Slip and fall? Call D&W right now. Any accident at all? Call D&W Law right now. Don't hesitate. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
86 degrees in Milwaukee. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons as Colin Ray goes to work. First pitch to Sal Frelick is taken for a strike. Four Seasons, heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric. Your trusted local experts. Four Seasons. Ray with a record of 8-4 delivers again. This ball is spanked foul down the left field line. Ron, as you think about Colin Ray facing his former team, Milwaukee, what's on your mind?
Boy, fastball command for Colin. He's one of those guys that when he gets on a roll with his fastball and he can dart it at either side, either edge of the strike zone, in or out,
Swinging a foul back.
As he just did there. That's that fastball up and in, right at the edge of the strike zone. When he has that kind of command, he makes it very difficult on the hitter. He gets a lot of routine fly balls and a lot of easy outs.
Ray ahead of Frelick. The 0-2 pitch bounced towards second. Routine play for Hoerner. Flip throw to first in time. Cubs wearing their traveling grays, gray shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs, blue hats, sleeves, and socks, and a variety of shoe colors. The Brewers in their off-white, again, kind of a yellowish white shirts and trousers. They've got dark blue numbers, helmets, hats, sleeves, and socks. And they also have a variety of shoe colors. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. One away, nobody on. Jackson Chourio will take inside for a ball. Chourio nothing for 3 last night. Had his 20-game hitting streak come to an end. Zach points out the Cubs wearing a commemorative patch in honor of the late, great Ryne Sandberg. Here's the 1-1 pitch, bounced slowly to a charging Shaw at third. Gloves it, quick throw, not in time. Low throw, but even a perfect throw would not have had the fleet-footed Jackson Chourio. It's an infield single.
Nice try by Shaw. This ball chopped right at home plate. Chourio, guy who runs exceptionally well. No real play for Matty. Yeah, and the patch on the left sleeve of the Cubs is in blue. It has Ryan's full name on it, Ryne, and his number 23 on the patch. And everybody was wearing T-shirts today. You know, it's Forever 23. And very, very good touch by the Chicago Cubs. We all got those today.
Uniform descriptions, Ron, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. William Contreras has a count of 1-0. No score, bottom of the first. Short lead by Chourio, and the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike, 1-1. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Another great crowd here. We had over 41,000 for the series opener, and picked off at first. Chourio gets picked off. Great tag by Bush. The throw run a little bit offline to the inside of the diamond. Bush did 2 things at once. He caught the throw backhanded, and as he did, all in the same motion, he tagged out a diving Chourio.
Yeah, it's a great play, and you know, the perfect throw. Chourio takes a little jab step towards second to throw and catch all in the same. The catch and the glove is on his backside. It's great play. Cubs get the second out.
Here's the bouncer to third, off the glove of Shaw, who tried to short hop it. That's going to be a base hit. It's one of those do-or-die plays that you had to make a few thousand times, Ron. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, it's a tough play. It's a tough call, like decision-wise. What do? Do you go straight across and play it on a longer hop, and then you really got to come up and throw a rocket across the diamond? Or do you come in and try to field it? You know, Matty has, you know, for the most part, made that commitment on always attacking that ground ball. It's a very tough error from what I've just seen, but that's what he's got so far.
Yeah, that one might be changed later on, I would think.
Yeah, I put base hit in my book before I even thought about it.
I did too. H to 5. Here is Christian Yelich batting. No score, bottom of the first. 2 down, a man at first. Yelich put on a good hitting show last night. And again, his power is back. It was missing for a few years after that knee injury. He had some other issues as well. But he's got 20 home runs now and hit a key home run in last night's game. He's driven in 69. And Yelich will take inside. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's first inning, powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Yelich hitting .258. Big gap in right center for him. Here's a big bouncer to a charging Hoerner at second. Gloves it, easy play, ends the inning. Score that one 4-3. Brewers are retired. They get a hit, leave one after one. 0-0 game here in Wisconsin on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance. What?
boom, interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Cubs and Brewers are scoreless. Our second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
Pete Crow Armstrong will lead off the second inning. Pete 0 for 4 last night. No score at the end of 1. Slight delay for whatever reason prior to the start of this second inning. Pete's got 27 home runs. He's got 5 homers against Milwaukee pitching in 6 games for the year. He takes low and outside from Quinn Priester. Priester has not lost a game since May the 13th. He's ripped off 8 straight wins, and he is 9-2. And now the 1-1. Off the inside, a little bit low to Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now, the one thing he has been able to do and do very effectively this year is induce the ground ball. Right? He's one of the league leaders in pitchers getting ground balls. And you know, as you know, if you're getting a lot of ground balls, you can get out of a lot of trouble with the double play ball.
Here comes the 2-2, swinging a foul back. A couple of games in his season ledger jumped out at me. One was one of his most recent starts back on the 19th of July at Dodger Stadium. 6 shutout innings, no walks, 10 strikeouts against that lineup. Now the 2-2. Off speed and down low. The Cubs knocked him around pretty good back on May the 2nd. He worked 4 1/3 in a game at Wrigley and gave up 7 earned runs. He was wild. He walked 4 that game. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4. Pete Crow Armstrong is on. Would you like to see a stolen base right away?
Absolutely. I think that's part of the reason you got Nico hitting in that spot right behind him, is now you've got, you know, that hit and run speed element, you know, where somebody can handle the bat and someone can fly on the bases.
Walks to Cubs batter, sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Remember, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Nice lead by Crow Armstrong, not running. Here's a line drive into right center field, past Terang. Safe at second is Crow Armstrong. I'm not sure if Terang lost that ball in the crowd. It was certainly within his range of making contact with it, Ron. He didn't get a glove on that ball. It was a line drive at about ankle level. He tried to backhand it and flat out missed it.
Yeah, this is a bullet. I mean, this is about as hard as Nico can hit a baseball. And it's just off the right, like the right ankle of Turang. He goes down to catch it and just whiffs. And the ball goes into right center field.
2 on, nobody out. Ian Happ, the batter. The pitch on the way to Ian is taken high. Now, last night, the Cubs scored first. They got 3 in the first inning, but managed only 1 run in the entire final 8 innings. Let's see if they can jump out into the lead tonight, right now. First and second, nobody out. Happ takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Kind of a delayed call by DJ Rayburn. Batters notice that when that call is delayed, don't they?
Yeah, you know right away. You know, you don't get that call, and you're like, you know, the umpire was questioning himself.
Runners take their leads, first and second. And the pitch. Happ hits a fly ball to center. Going back is Churio, makes the catch. In deep center, tagging from second and going to third is Crow Armstrong. Retreating to first is Hoerner. That was a hard hit ball by Happ. You could tell it was knuckling all the way up here, Ron, and Churio had to stay on it deep, just to the right of dead center near the warning track.
Yeah, this is another bullet. So, you know, the Cubs have squared him up here in this second inning. You know, he's throwing right at, you know, that mid-90s, 94 miles an hour is usually his average. Speed gun is always powered by Xfinity. Get seriously powerful Wi-Fi. Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
Infield back, first and third, 1 away, no score. Dansby Swanson, the batter. He'll take high. It's an RBI spot. What's the thinking of the batter right now?
Well, this is a situation where you got to understand who's pitching. Priester is a guy who really induces a lot of ground balls. To me, that means as a right-hander, you got a big hole on the right side with that little tight slider.
Bounce to third, backhanded by the third baseman, throws to second for the force. A run scores, Cubs lead 1-0. Siegler came charging in. When I saw him charge, Ron, I thought he might try to throw to the plate, but he was right in the baseline, and I wonder if he was concerned about maybe hitting the runner, Crow Armstrong, in the back with a throw home.
I guess so. To me, the real play was either you throw to first or you throw home. And, you know, with Pete at third base, maybe they're just concerned about his speed and just not being able to get him at home. But I'll tell you what, he made a heck of a throw to second base just to get the out at second.
Swanson takes over at first, give him a run batted in. Cubs lead 1-0. 2 down in the inning. RBI number 50 for Dansby Swanson. I will say Pete Crow Armstrong got a very good jump at third heading home, and I think that might have made the fielder think twice about trying to throw home.
It's a very difficult throw for a third baseman when you're close to the line to throw home and not hit the runner. It really is.
You almost have to throw it to the inside of the diamond.
Well, what you really need to have happen is your catcher give you a target one way or the other that's well out of the lane of, you know, seeing the runner itself. And if a catcher can do that, that really helps.
The leadoff walk in the inning is costly to Quinn Priester as Crow Armstrong has scored the game's first run. Swanson, a good runner at first, not taking off. Here's a line drive. Base hit past a lunging Ortiz into left center. Rounding second, going to third, Swanson safely on a base hit by Reese McGuire. And with 2 outs, the Cubs have men at first and third. Before Shaw steps in, we step away 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Score remembers Ryne Sandberg.
Do you believe it? It's gone!
WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
RBI by Swanson earlier in the inning. Sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. Chris Hook, the pitching coach, out to see about Quinn Priester. Cubs at first and third, 2 down. Matt Shaw due up. How is Matt approaching this at-bat, Ron?
Well, I think you get, you know, once again, it's back to the ground ball thing. If you feel like this guy, the thing with Priester is when you look at his film, you don't really see a lot of, you know, there's not a lot of movement there. but there's something to his pitches that have late movement as the ball's getting into the hitting zone. That's how he's inducing a lot of ground balls. To me, with guys like that, if you're not real sure about them, boy, and you get this situation, there's a huge hole on the right side of the diamond.
Shaw nothing for 4 last night. The pitch by Priester, way outside, backhanded by the catcher Contreras. Ron gave you the defensive alignment. That is sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. 2 outs, 2 on, a run in. There is a strike to Shaw. Cubs 1 game behind Milwaukee for the division lead. This is game number 7 in the season series. They've split the first 6 right down the middle. Now the 1-1. Broken back ground ball to second base. Terang will gobble it up and throw out the batter at first to end the inning. But the Cubs scratch out a run. On 2 hits, they leave a pair. Middle of inning number 2. Cubs 1, Milwaukee nothing. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
August 5th is Armed Forces Night presented by Toyota. Fans who purchase through Cubs.com/specials will receive a special edition Cubs Armed Forces jersey. Be here for it. Pat?
Andrew Vaughn is not real tall, 5'10", but very strong, 215 pounds. Former White Sox. Had a home run in last night's game. He's had a lot of big hits since being acquired by the Brewers about a month ago. He'll lead off the bottom of the second and take a strike from Colin Ray. The Cubs leadoff man, as always, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Michael Busch would have had a base hit to start tonight's game, Benny's Beverage Depot would have donated $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Ball 1 up and in. The 1-1 pitch to Vaughn. Off speed, low and in. Day game tomorrow. It'll start at 1:10. How about this for a pitching matchup tomorrow? Freddie Peralta against Shota Imanaga. Ace against ace. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, 2-2. It starts at 1:10 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, look forward to that. That's a great matchup. All reviews of this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion's always a good idea. So this ball's fouled off. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
American Family Field. It's a good hitter's park. We're playing outdoors. Beautiful summer night. 86 degrees. And the next offering ripped on the ground to third. Diving backhand stop by Shaw. Gets up and throws too high to first. That'll be an infield hit for Andrew Vaughn. He made a sensational diving stop. But Ron, that's a very tough play. You've got to hurry it, and it's a long off-balance throw to make.
Yeah, he dives, he catches this ball, and he's right at the line. He just plants his right foot and just fires. And tried to throw that ball all the way in the air. A lot of times you catch that ball, and if you got to get rid of it like in a hurry with all you got on it, you really try to shoot that ball low. It gives your first baseman a chance to help you. But sometimes you just can't do it, and he just overthrew Michael Busch. Cubs fortunate to hit the screen in front of the camera well and stayed in play.
A man at first, nobody out. Cubs lead 1-0. Isaac Collins fouls it away. Collins from Maple Grove, Minnesota. He's not real tall, 5'8", but he's strong, 188 pounds. The next offering is in there for a call strike, 0-2. Short lead at first by Vaughn. And the pitch to Collins, off speed and down low for a ball. We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Not too many empty seats, maybe a few now that I look around, but it's another enormous crowd. 41,000 plus last night. Kind of surprised it's not sold out again tonight. Here's a fastball high, 2-2. I'll say there are 38,783.
Okay. I will say 40,500.
And the 2-2. Line drive, shallow right field, falling in for a base hit. Advancing to second is Vaughn. So an infield single and then a little humpback line drive single. And Colin Ray in a jam now. 2 men on, nobody out, second inning. And the Cubs' 1-0 lead is in jeopardy.
Last ball not hit very hard. Just a little soft line drive over Nico's head in a short left or short right field for a base knock. Now you need a ground ball. See if the Cubs can turn a pair.
Bryce Terang, the batter, left-handed hitting second baseman, showing bunt.
Wow.
And pulls the bat back. Did that surprise you?
It does, yeah. And the Cubs were expecting it. They had Shaw playing in his bunt defense, playing in on the grass. But, you know, we're only in the second inning. That's what's surprising to me. But Terang, a good bunter. I would anticipate him probably bunting again. He's going to try to bunt this ball at Matt Shaw at third base.
Bluff move. I'll tell you why it surprises me, Ron. In addition to the fact that Terang is a very good hitter, the guys behind him, Siegler hitting only 160 and Ortiz 210. Here comes the 1-0. It's bunted, and it's a good bunt. Fielded by Ray, goes to first in time with Nico Hoerner covering the bag. Or was that Busch? It was Busch that stayed there. So 1-3 on the sacrifice. And now let's see if the Cubs bring the infield in with men at second and third and one away.
Cubs do a good job of defensing that bunt. Colin Ray is an excellent fielder coming off the mound, but Matt Shaw was right in behind him, and that's exactly what you want. As your third baseman to crash when that ball's bunted at him. Cubs will play the infield. Corners in, Nico in, Dansby right behind the runner at second base.
Anthony Siegler, the batter. And he hits a fly ball to right center. Deep on the run is Crow Armstrong making the catch. But this will tie the game. Tagging and scoring is Andrew Vaughn. And it's a 1-1 game. And Collins advances to third on the long fly ball to right center by Anthony Siegler.
Now, Siegler, you know, that's exactly what you're looking for if you're a hitter. In that first couple pitches, you want something you can attack and get the ball elevated and drive one to the outfield and at least drive in one run, and that's what he did.
2 outs, game tied at 1, a runner at third. Joey Ortiz will take strike one. Colin Ray pitched for these Brewers back in 2021 and again the last 2 years before becoming a Cub. Bouncing ball slowly foul toward third. Colin Ray has wins in 4 of his last 5 starts. He is coming off of the only loss in that stretch. That was to Kansas City at Wrigley, his last time out. Ray also spent some time in the Japanese League back in 2021 and 22. A native of Iowa. A runner at third and 2 down. That's Collins leading in foul territory. The strike 2 pitch from Ray. Curveball floats outside, 1-2. Zach Zaidman tracking all the other games around the big leagues. He'll chime in every now and again on the out-of-town scoreboard, and he'll work with Ron in the 5th inning. The next pitch called strike 3, and that ends the inning. Fastball nipped the outside edge. The Brewers get a run on 2 hits, leave 1 as we go to inning number 3. It's a 1-1 game. Cubs and Brewers on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Who's on Deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. I'll make my guess on the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game. I'm going to go 40,000 on the dot.
Put a lot of time into that guess, didn't you, Zach?
Hey, this is a big-time game, Pat.
Don't think I don't know that. As we start this 3rd inning, Michael Busch first up. He's looked at a couple of pitches. The count is 1-1. Busch trying to crank up a rally as he hits a high fly ball into shallow center. Routine play for Churio, and that's out number 1. One away, Kyle Tucker coming up. Well, Ron, the trading deadline now is less than 48 hours away. July the 31st, which would be Thursday. I believe it's somewhere in the middle of the afternoon, like 3 p.m. Eastern Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But the point is, it's been relatively quiet.
Yeah, it really has.
Really across the big leagues. Any theories as to why? And does that surprise you, first of all?
I just think teams get a little leery of pulling the trigger on unloading players, and then you get moves like the Pete Armstrong move.
Bounce to second off the bat of Kyle Tucker. Easy play for Terang, and that's out number 2. Game tied at 1 in the 3rd, and the batter is Suzuki.
When you unload a minor league guy and all of a sudden he turns into Pete Armstrong, it gets you a little you start thinking about that. But I also think there's a lot of teams need pitching help. And I think once the first domino falls here, like tonight, I think you're going to see a rapid fire of teams starting to make moves, because there are a lot of teams out there that are playoff bound that need pitchers.
And you wonder, as Suzuki swings and misses in the count 0-2. And the next offering, swing and a miss. We'll get back to this in a minute. Seiya got fooled badly, chased a pitch that was about 2 feet outside and down near the dirt as Priester gets the strikeout. Cubs do nothing. On to the bottom of inning number 3. Cubs 1, Brewers 1 on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bottom 3, Cubs 1, Brewers 1. Sunny 85 degrees here in Milwaukee. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Bet like the pros and download the Circa Sports app today. Pat?
All right, Zach, bottom of inning number 3. Game tied at 1. Colin Ray working on Sal Frelick. The left-handed batter pulls one sharply on the ground past first. Foul. Frelick grounded out to second his first time. Talking about the trading deadline, Zach tells us the exact deadline time is 5 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. So, yes, we are less than 48 hours away. Here's a line drive past a diving Swanson into left center. Base hit. Cor Armstrong gets it back in. And it's a leadoff single for Sal Frelick, and the batter is Jackson Chourio.
Pretty nice piece of hitting by Frelick. Gets this ball away and hits a line drive past the diving Swanson, who's playing him up the middle.
You always think about contending teams at the deadline, Ron. Sometimes they feel almost obligated to do something. It may not be a blockbuster, but to acquire some player from some other team. And then some teams just don't do anything at all.
Right. I think if you're in that clubhouse and your team makes a move or two,
Chourio will take a strike and the count 1-1.
It's a big shot in the arm for your group, because it sends that message, we're going for it, boys. Let's this is an all-in. Push your chips in and let's try to win.
Chourio hits a ground ball to short. Swanson goes to Hoerner. There's one, and that's all. The throw to first late. Chourio with good speed, but it is a 6-4 fielder's choice. One away. Game tied at 1 in the third, and the batter is William Contreras.
With the injuries the Cubs have had in the rotation, and when you had a rotation piece or two, what that does is then it pushes everybody back a little bit. Maybe some of the guys that, are in rotation that are the young guys might go to the bullpen, and that strengthens the pen. So, there's a lot of ways of looking at this trade deadline, but I know from being in the clubhouse, feel pretty good when your team goes out and acquires somebody that's really going to, when you see a hole in your starting lineup or your roster and you fill it, boy, it sure makes you feel good.
Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed by William Contreras. It's 0-2. Each team got their run in the second inning. Dansby Swanson drove in the Cubs tally with an infield ground out. Anthony Siegler drove in the Milwaukee run with a sac fly. There's a pitch low and outside, scooped on the backhand nicely by the catcher McGuire.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Here comes the 1-2. Lifted foul off to the right and out of play. Well, Milwaukee run is a team that has certainly been the class of the division, you'd have to say, for the last 5 or 6 years. They've made the postseason 6 times in the last 7 years. And they've won 4 division titles in those 7 years. Now, they haven't gone real deep into the postseason, but the fact that they've made it is significant.
No doubt, yeah. And, for the Cubs this year, you knew that the team for the Cubs, Cubs, Cardinals, Cincinnati, teams that were hoping to make a playoff run.
Bouncer up the middle, base hit past a diving Hoerner. Stopping at second is Churio, a base hit for Contreras. And Contreras with 4 hits over these last couple of nights. And now 2 men on, runners at first and second. And it brings up Christian Yelich.
But to the point, you got to look at Milwaukee first. Their team's been in it year after year, playing in October. So, where do you stack up against them is the first place you got to look.
Christian Yelich, the batter. This is a key at-bat. Yelich has been a hot hitter.
Big gap in right center field.
Here's the pitch down low, which is interesting because a lot of his drives go in that direction.
Pete Crow Armstrong playing him a good 3 or 4 steps to the opposite way in left center. And what that'll tell me is maybe Colin Ray is going to stay away from him with his pitches to the outer half and force him to drive that ball into the defense.
The 1-0 from Ray. Fastball high, 2-0. Yelich bounced out to Hoerner at second base, his first time up. Ball game tied at 1. Runners lead first and second. Outside, ball 3. Andrew Vaughn is on deck. You almost get the feeling that he's working around Yelich here.
Yeah, it's a dangerous move, though. Vaughn has been very hot here as of late.
Yelich swinging on 3-0. Comes up empty. How about that?
3-0. How about the 3-0 pitch? A splitter. It was not a fastball.
Now it's 3-1. Runners take their leads. The pitch. Golfed foul off to the left out of play. Again, Churio with very good running speed at second. Contreras more in the average to slightly below average running speed at first. Runners are not going, and the pitch fouled away. Good fastball in on his hands.
Yeah, last 2 fastballs been right on the inside corner. That's that dart kind of fastball we were talking about at the open. He can paint that inside corner with a really good heater. And that, both of those tied up Yelich.
You double up on that one?
He's done. He's thrown 2 in a row. You could throw another one, throw another third one. He has not been on that fastball inside yet.
The stretch for the payoff pitch. Crowd's quiet all of a sudden. And it's high for ball 4. Yelich, especially when he's been in a hot hitting mode, he's had a very good batting eye run. He does not chase a lot of bad balls.
Yeah, he does very, One thing about Yelich, when you think about his approach and his swing, very quiet, right? You don't see a lot of movement. He does a good job of seeing the ball before he reacts to it.
Tommy Hotovy to the mound. Key spot in this game. It's a 1-1 ball game, but Milwaukee with the bases loaded and one of their hottest hitters, Andrew Vaughn, at the plate. Vaughn had a single his first time up and scored their run. Let's see how the Cubs deploy their infielders. They're going to play at double play depth, it would appear.
I would say you would give your corner infielders the opportunity to do a couple different things. If this ball takes Matt Shaw straight in, you could throw the ball home if you wanted. Bushy's going to play in. The middle is going to play in double play depth, to your point, Pat. But Shaw can do a few different things. Touch the bag at third, throw home, or roll the double play at second.
Right-hander against right-hander. Colin Ray working on Andrew Vaughn. And the pitch on the way. Fly ball to center, pretty well hit. Back goes Kerr Armstrong near the fence, makes the catch. This will drive in a run on the sacrifice fly. Advancing to third is Contreras. Vaughn gave that a long ride just to the right of dead center. Pete Kerr Armstrong caught it maybe 3 feet in front of the wall. It's only 8 feet high. And that one almost reached extra base hit territory.
Yeah, it came off the bat hot. Vaughn, I don't think he got good extension to that one, although he did catch it on the barrel. And that might be the only saving grace from him putting up a 4-point swing on one swing of the bat, the grand slam.
Chourio scores the go-ahead run on the sacrifice fly. Brewers have scored both of their runs on sac flies. Contreras went to third on the play. And now Isaac Collins takes inside. Yelich held at first, it should be noted. Collins had a base hit into right field back in the second inning. Now the 0-1. Off speed and down low. It's been kind of a laborious inning for Colin Ray. I would say in this inning alone, probably around 20 to 22 pitches.
Yeah, he's at 54 pitches now with 2 outs here in the third.
Collins takes a strike. Top of the zone heater. And now it is 1-2. Yelich a short lead at first. Not running. And the pitch just inside. Didn't miss by much.
Ray thought he had him. He was going off the mound. DJ Rayburn did not give him that call. That was borderline. It just missed the inside corner.
McGuire, the catcher, held the mitt there an extra beat or two so the home plate umpire Rayburn could take a good look at it.
I have to say Rayburn's been really good so far in this ball game with the balls and strikes.
Now the 2-2 from Ray. Check swing, did he go? No swing. Wow. That was close. I would like to see the replay. I thought he swung.
Thought it was very close. That one could have went either way. Speaking of the game of inches, boy, we've seen it in the last 2 pitches.
Haven't seen a replay. Brewers may have gotten a break on that one. There goes Yelich, the 3-2 dribbled foul. Sometimes you get a replay to assess a certain play. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Collins, good solid batting average of .278. Left-handed hitter. The 3-2 pop fly. It's playable. Foul territory. McGuire makes the catch. A foul pop up to the catcher over near the third base dugout area. The Brewers get 1 on 1 hit, make it 2 hits and a walk. And as we go to the 4th inning, it's Milwaukee 2 and the Cubs 1.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. crazy, folks! Go crazy! It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy!
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Orthopedic care. Visit IBJI.com for locations.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. In Game 1 of a doubleheader, Pat, the Orioles crushed the Blue Jays 16-4. Ramon Urias with a pair of home runs. Between games of the doubleheader, Baltimore made a trade.
Pete Armstrong lines a base hit to center field, Zach. Let's see if that can spark a rally as Nico Hoerner is coming up. Cubs trail 2-1 here in the 4th inning.
So between games of the doubleheader, Baltimore traded reliever Sir Anthony Dominguez to the visitors clubhouse with Toronto. So he's now with the Blue Jays for game number 2 of that double dip. Blue Jays and Orioles tied at 2 in the top of the 7th.
Did they just trade uniforms? As Nico Hoerner will take a strike and the count is 0-1. That is peculiar, though, isn't it? A trade between two teams playing each other, and they just trade clubhouses.
Right, just in the middle of a doubleheader. Now, Baltimore got a prospect back, but yeah, so Dominguez now has a new uniform for the second game of that double dip. Other action, the Guardians all over the Rockies, 10-1 now in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Brian Rocchio, a 2-run triple.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Nico Hoerner, and he'll take down low. Zach was just telling us, Ron, you were out of the booth for a moment. There was a trade.
Okay.
Zach, I'll let you give the details again. This is between games of a doubleheader between, is it Baltimore and Toronto?
Toronto, yep. The Orioles trading reliever Sir Anthony Dominguez to the Blue Jays.
Got it.
Swing and a miss by Hoerner, so the two players just traded clubhouses, and I understand one of them said, "Can I please finish my ham sandwich?"
Yeah. Well, no, you can't, but you can bring it over to the other clubhouse.
Okay, fine, if that's the rule.
Yes, they got clubhouse guys for you. I'll get my bats. You carry the ham sandwich.
Nico Hoerner will hit a bouncer off the glove of the pitcher, and Nico is going to be safe. That's a break. That is a break. It's a base hit for Nico. Really, it was a one-hopper back to the mound. Now, sometimes, Ron, a pitcher will tell you he loses the ball in the crowd. I think it may have happened this time.
Yeah, that very well could have happened. And, you know, when you're pitching and you're that close to the hitter, sometimes it's the crowd. Sometimes you don't know how hard the ball's hit. It could be a changeup. You kind of jump at it. But this one, he's got to catch that ball, but he does not, and it's a base hit.
Ian Happ, the batter. Pitch low and outside for a ball. Ian has 14 home runs. You get the feeling the Cubs need one big jolt to get this game and possibly this series turned around. This would be a good time for Ian. And the veteran takes inside for a ball. Now it's 2-0. What pitch are you looking for?
I think you look for something hard, whether it be fastball or cutter. I think the last pitch was a slider type cutter. I think that pitch is similar. I would look at cutter speed, 88 miles an hour. I'd look to pull something.
Runners lead first and second. The pitch to Happ. Ground ball to second. Turang bobbles the ball and then throws to first. They get one. Cubs get another break. I don't think they would have gotten two, but they would have been able to get the middleman at second instead of the batter, which leaves two men in scoring position here, Ron.
Yeah, this inning has been difficult for Milwaukee. Really, you don't know if they get the double play, but sure was a tailor-made ground ball to turn to. And Turang, he just clanked it. And all there is to it. He's missed two now today. The line drive by Nico, and now this one is the second ball that he's misplayed today.
Cubs trail 2-1. Runners at second and third, one away. Tell us about the thinking of Dansby Swanson, the batter in this spot.
Well, I think it goes right back to what Milwaukee was doing in their at-bat. You want to get the job done and drive in this run and drive something to the middle of the ballpark here in the first few pitches if you get something you can handle. The last thing you want to have is to go to two strikes and have the punch-out become part of the equation. Infield is back, which really helps Dansby.
Right-hander to right-hander. Quinn Priester's pitch swung on and missed. So Dansby thinking aggressively, trying to put that first pitch in play. Came up empty.
I believe, Pete Crow-Armstrong changes a lot of managers' theories on what to do. Because of his speed, you just don't know if you could ever throw him out, even on a ground ball, if you had the infield in.
Swing and a miss by Swanson. He may have foul-tipped that ball into Contreras' mitt. And now it's 0-2. Cubs are down by a run. A great scoring chance. Second and third, one away. Priester with a very impressive record of 9-2 for the year and an 8-game winning streak. And now time called at the plate. Outfield straightaway and respectfully deep against Swanson, who has...
Murphy's brought the right side of the infield in with two strikes now. I was wondering if he was going to do that, and they did, just on the right side.
Check swing on the pitch, low and outside. Dansby with 16 home runs.
Kind of a unique infield now. The only person playing deep in the infield is the shortstop Ortiz.
Way outside, tried to get Dansby to chase. That pitch not close. And now it's 2-2. Reese McGuire, the catcher, is on deck. If the Cubs win the game, they are tied for first. Here's the 2-2. Low. He took a good look at that slow curveball. And now it's 3-2. You do have first base open. And you have a much less experienced player, McGuire, on deck. Let's see if they give Dansby anything to hit. The 3-2. Swing and a bouncer foul toward third. A lot of breaking pitches.
Yeah. That last one, an inside slider.
Swanson 50 runs batted in. He would love to add to that total right now. And the 3-2. Chopped foul. You can tell Dansby has extra bases on his mind with these cuts. He's not getting cheated.
No, he's swinging hard and he's looking to pull. He's getting the barrel of the bat out and around the baseball. Same thing with that last one.
Cubs trail 2-1. Dansby Swanson trying to rearrange the scoreboard right now. One away in the fifth inning. Make it fourth inning. Runners lead at second and third. The stretch for the payoff pitch from Priester. Here it comes. Pulled foul down the third baseline, right over the head of the runner, Pete Crow-Armstrong. That whistled right over his coconut.
No. He's taking his helmet off like, whew. Fourth inning sponsored by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC. EHL lender.
Siegler about even with the bag at third. And now Priester ready for the payoff. Swinging another foul again. Pretty good battle. So many times around these lengthy battles with multiple foul tips and foul drives, they result in a ball being hit hard somewhere.
Absolutely. Last few pitches, 2 breaking balls in a row, both have been inside inner half to Dansby.
The next pitch, swing and a miss. He chased a bad ball. A sharp slider. It was 2 feet outside and down near the dirt. And Swanson swings and misses. And that's out number 2. But the inning is not over yet. Let's see if Reese McGuire can come through.
McGuire in his first at bat here in the second inning, he singled to left center field. Cubs could use another base hit right here.
He's actually done a very good job as the backup catcher. He's hit some home runs, 6. He's driven in 15 runs. He's worked well with the pitching staff. And let's see if he can come through right here. Reese McGuire waits. And the pitch, a tapper. Foul, fair ball, inning over. And Craig Counsell's going to argue. Craig thought it was a foul. The umpire, DJ Rayburn, pointed fair as the ball hit. I think it may have hit in foul territory and then squirted into fair ground, which would make it a fair ball. Let's see it again, Ron. What happened?
How Contreras pounces on this ball. Oh, that's a foul ball.
It never was fair.
That's a foul ball.
It never was in fair territory.
That is a foul ball. They're going to look now. Now they're going to confer, the 2 umpires, the third base umpire, and now there's no way the third base umpire, after the teams have left the field, are going to, he's going to say, he's out, and he's going to say, I didn't see it. I guarantee it. Bad call here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
That's why you should go to Great Clips. You can use convenient online check-in to get in for a cooler, shorter haircut for less whenever you have time. Plus, their skilled salon stylists save your haircut details in clip notes so you can get the same cut next time, no matter who you see. So, what are you waiting for? Get in, get out, and get back to enjoying summer with time-saving haircuts at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
FinishingChicago.com for the industry's best drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, signage, and painting contractors. Rely on FinishingChicago.com.
Bryce Ryne will lead off the bottom of inning number 4 and fouls a couple away. 0-2 on the left-handed batter. And the pitch by Colin Ray. 0-2 is lashed foul off to the left. Getting back to the final play where they ruled the ground ball, the little chopper near home plate off the bat of the left-handed hitting Reese McGuire. The home plate umpire did not ask for any help. It never did make it into fair territory.
No,
There's no way you can call that a fair ball, but he did for whatever reason.
I think Rayburn was blocked out a little bit by Contreras. I think he called that ball too quick, and then he didn't ask for any help at all until it was way, way late, and the teams were off the field. You know, you're not going to get a reversal of the call at that point. That's just a bad call and a bad break for the Cubs. Rayburn has made a bad call.
Terang with a count of 1-2, so a very frustrating inning. Cubs had a couple of hits, but they leave men at second and third. Here's the bouncer over the mound, angling near second. Hoerner gloves it, off balance, low throw, backhanded by Bush. Good play by both men. Score that one 4-3. Nicely done by Nico and Michael Bush.
Yeah, Nico fields this ball in front of the second base bag and has kind of that jump throw across the diamond and throws it a little low, but Michael Bush picks him up with a nice play.
First out in the inning, Ron, sponsored by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity. Anthony Siegler pops one up foul and back out of play.
Mully and Haw talk Cubs baseball on Chicago Sports every weekday morning from 5:30 to 10 on 670 The Score and the Odyssey app. You were on this morning with Mully and Haw. Yep, not exactly, kind of going over the life and times and and all your experiences with Ryne. I know.
Well, those are two great interviewers and very knowledgeable guys, Mike and Dave, and always enjoy listening to them. And you're right, though, less than ideal circumstances this morning.
Yeah, but I agree. I enjoy being on with them every Friday, but this morning, very difficult topic. One of our friends, passing away, Ryne Sandberg.
Siegler waiting for the 2-1. Here's a liner into shallow center, a base hit. Siegler gets a one-out single. Bottom of inning number 4. 6 hits against Colin Ray, and the batter now is Joey Ortiz.
Well, Siegler with 2 good at bats. He's got a sacrifice fly to deep right center and now a base hit.
Ortiz struck out looking his first time. Right-handed batter. Has no crouch in his stance. Puts all of his weight on the right side, on his right foot. And only the toe of the front foot is on the ground. The heel is up in the air.
Yep, very, very much loaded to his backside.
Short lead at first by Siegler. There's a strike in the count now, 1-1. They put little tidbits of player facts on the board for the Brewer players. I'm reading Ortiz player fact. Here's a pitch outside. It said, Ortiz has said that his favorite superhero is Tony Stark's alter ego, Iron Man. I feel much closer to him now.
I'm glad you do.
Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the 1-2.
Now, I could see, because there's been a few of those movies, I could see, you getting the dogs next to you with a big old thing of popcorn, and I know you're a popcorn guy, and just locking in all night on those Iron Man movies.
So you realize there is a series. Sounds like you're the one that's pretty knowledgeable.
I do know about the Iron Man movies, yeah.
Here's a swing and a foul at the plate. Now, Iron Man's the only one I've become aware of, and I've only been aware for about 45 seconds.
Got it. Yeah, okay.
And that's when I was reading about Tony Starks and Joey Ortiz.
Now you got something to look forward to tonight.
Should I delve into the entire series?
Oh, I absolutely. Tonight would be a perfect night.
Well, I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
1-2 on Joey Ortiz. How long are these films?
They're movies, yeah. They're a couple hours.
I'll get back to you much later. Here's a toss to first, diving back in safely is Siegler.
It's a full bag of popcorn type movie for you.
With butter?
Oh, of course. Is there any other way?
2-2 on Joey Ortiz. And the pitch by Colin Ray. The runner goes. The pitch slashed foul off to the right and out of play. This is game 5 of an unusual road trip that started on the south side against the White Sox. The Cubs took 2 out of 3. They lost the opener last night here, so they're 2-2 on this journey. Cubs are home to play against Baltimore this weekend. Now the 2-2. The runner goes. Bounced off the glove of Ray. It goes to Swanson. Sidearm throw to first to get him. Great play by Dansby. Safe at second is Siegler. The ball hit the pitcher, Ray, in the glove. He says, I'm okay. I don't think he's hurt.
Yeah.
Nick Frangella, one of the trainers, along with Craig Counsell, out to see about him.
I think that ball hit him in the back.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I don't think it hit him in the glove. I think it hits him, in the back.
You're right, Ron.
Yeah, I think it hit him lower back and then deflected over towards Dansby. Dan made a heck of a play to start going up the middle, then redirecting and going towards the hole, catches this ball and throws it off balance to get the out. That is an unbelievably athletic play by Dansby.
Tremendous footwork on that play by Swanson. Score that one 1-6-3. Siegler is safe at second base. 2 down. It's a 2-1 lead for Milwaukee in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Sal Frelick at the plate. Frelick is 1 for 2, the leadoff man, hitting .296. He takes upstairs for a ball. Frelick, one of those guys, he's not going to be in a lot of headlines or on a lot of highlight films, but .295. He's a good fielder. They've got a lot of solid players. They really do.
Hitters with runners in scoring position this season, 321.
That works.
Yeah.
Siegler away from second. The pitch to Frelick. Foul ball right down below us. Plenty of Cub fans here ready to make some noise. They were out here in full force last night. They always come to games at American Family Field. Two down, a short lead at second by Siegler. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Frelick is gone, and so are the Brewers. Zach Zaidman will join Ron Coomer in a moment. We've played 4. It's a grinder. Brewers lead 2-1 over the Cubs on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. Quick reflexes.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. And Win Priester starts off Matt Shaw with a sinking fastball for a strike, bottom of the zone on the outside edge. The next pitch is swung on and missed. So Shaw in the hole 0-2. Milwaukee a 2-1 lead over the Cubs here in the top half of the 5th inning. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Cubs starting play 1 game back of the Brewers in the National League Central after losing the opener last night here at American Family Field. Priester kicks and fires. Shaw swings, lines one into right center field. This will drop in and roll all the way to the wall. Shaw on his way to second base, and he'll stop there. Leadoff double for the Cubs and Shaw.
Well, when you got a guy that gets a lot of ground balls, and you're a right-handed hitter, right on right, that is, using the other side of the diamond usually is the best defense against hooking the ground ball at an infielder. And Matt did just that, split the defense in right center and drove one into the gap. So leadoff double, and it'll bring up Michael Busch.
Shaw represents the tying run on second base. Righty-lefty matchup. Priester looks at second and deals. Busch swings, pulls one. It is foul off to the right.
Cubs have had a tough break tonight. It's just been one of them games where you get a bad call behind home plate by Rayburn on a fair foul ball. Definitely foul. He called it fair at second and third and 2 outs. Ended the inning. Now this one, a line drive bullet down the line. It's a foul ball, but it misses the line by an inch or two. Yeah.
You said it earlier when it came to pitches that this is a game of inches, and it's been that way with the bat as well. Busch having a long conversation with the home plate umpire, DJ Rayburn. Now he digs in. Shaw is at second base. No one out here in the top of the 5th. Cubs down 1. Priester looks at second. And now the 0-1. Up high to Busch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Busch is 0 for 2 on the night. Couple of flyouts. He's got 20 home runs and 60 RBIs this season, hitting at .277. And the 1-1. Busch swings, and it's a high fly ball foul out of play off to the left.
Busch, he got a good pitch to hit there. That was a good fastball to hit a little sinker inner half. He got the bottom, he had just good swing, just didn't quite catch it out in front enough. Fouled it off.
Busch back in the box. 1-2 the count. Shaw at second. Priester leans in, acknowledges the sign from Contreras. Straightens up, sets at the belt, looks at second. That's where Shaw is. And now the pitch. Busch chops one right back to the mound, fielded by Priester. He flips to first in time to get Busch one away, advancing to third on the play. Shaw.
Well, the Cubs advanced the runner at least. That's a positive. But with Michael at the plate, I know he was thinking a lot more like, let's drive in a run and trade places with Shaw instead of just get the runner over. Now it's a big at-bat for Tuck. Cubs really need him to do some damage here. Milwaukee is playing the infield in here against Tucker,
who's 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of ground outs. Priester deals. Tucker swings, pulls one foul off to the right on the ground. 0-1.
This goes right back to Priester being a ground ball guy, one of the tops in the league at inducing ground balls. Murphy taking a chance, Milwaukee's defense, that a ball be hit on the ground and at one of his infielders.
Shaw at third, 1 down. Top 5, Milwaukee 2, Cubs 1. Tucker at the plate with an 0-1 count. Infield in. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Shaw at third base with 1 out here in this inning in a 2-1 ball game. Brewers in the lead. Shaw's going to be going on contact on this swing of Tucker.
Tucker with 59 RBIs on the year. He waits for the 1-1 delivery. Here it comes. That's low. 2-1.
Siegler, the third baseman, because Tucker's at the plate, a left-handed hitter and a pull guy, playing almost like holding the runner on at first.
Priester, the right-hander, leans in. Gets the sign from Contreras. He straightens up. And now the 3-1. Tucker looks at ball 4 low. And now the Cubs have men at the corners with just one away. And Seiya Suzuki 2 up.
No surprise for anybody that watches the Cubs that Tuck did not chase pitches out of the zone. And now the big key is for Suzuki. You can't fall into the trap of seeing that two-seamer in the middle of the plate, and then it starts coming in and down, and you hooking that ground ball at the shortstop. You really got to do a good job of staying through the baseball with your hands.
2-1 Milwaukee. One away, men at the corners. The pitch to Suzuki. Chopped to third. It's fielded by Siegler to second for 1. Turang to first. Double play. And the Cubs squander a golden opportunity. Middle 5. It's the Brewers on top of the Cubs 2-1 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Remembering Ryne Sandberg.
Wrigley Field and with the Cubs.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Teaming up with Advocate Healthcare and other partners for Cubs for a Cure, a multi-day fundraiser supporting the fight against cancer. Tune in to 670 The Score's 24-hour radiothon starting this Thursday, July 31st. As Jackson Churio swings, and it's a high fly ball, deep right center field. Cole Armstrong goes back. It bangs off the wall and takes a wild bounce towards center field. Churio on his way to third and gets there standing up.
Now this ball's well struck by Churio. Pete going back, and you know one thing about Pete, he always thinks he can make a catch, and he usually does. This ball just keeps slicing away from him though, and Pete gets real close to the wall, and Churio's hurt at third base. He came running in, and he kind of, I don't know if he pulled something going about 2 steps past second base. He kind of came limping on into third. And I can't imagine them leaving him in the ballgame as Pat Murphy goes out there. Trainer is out there. I don't know if he maybe cramped. But anyway, yeah, it's his hamstring. He's going to be out of the game.
Yeah, they're looking at
there's no way
right hamstring.
There's no way you let him stay in the game even if you think it's a cramp.
So while they check him out, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Score remembers Ryne Sandberg. WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
And Coom, like you talked about moments ago, Jackson Chourio is going to leave the game with an apparent right hamstring injury after the triple to lead off the last of the fifth.
Perkins will now come into the game for Chourio at third base. Pete goes after this ball in right center field, and he's got a beat on it, but it's well struck. And it hits the wall in right field. Pete's one step from the wall, and that's no man's land. You either got to catch it, and he gave it his best shot, but once it hits the wall, it carries back past Pete by 20 feet. And now the only question is it going to be a triple or an inside the park home run, depending on how far the ball kicks away.
2-1 Milwaukee, no one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Cubs playing the infield in. Perkins, the pinch runner, at third. The batter, William Contreras. He swings, drills one deep left center field, way back, still going, and this will bang off the wall. Perkins on his way home. Contreras trying to leg out a double. He does, sliding in safely ahead of the throw. And the Brewers now lead 3-1. Here in the fifth, RBI double, William Contreras.
Now back-to-back pitches. This ball just barely stays in the yard. Contreras thought it was a home run. He was not running going down to first base. And then the ball hit the wall. He had to kick it into gear to get the second, diving. But two balls in a row, one off the right center field wall, one off the left center field wall.
So a rough start to the last of the fifth for the Cubs. Catcher Reese McGuire jogs out to the mound to have a conversation with starter Colin Ray. 3-1 Milwaukee, still no one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The cleanup man Christian Yelich due up with Contreras at second base. And now Craig Counsell making the slow walk out of the Cubs' third base dugout to head to the mound. He's being greeted by loud boos here in Milwaukee. And that's been the case ever since he left the Brewers to manage the Cubs last season.
Counts has not made a call yet that he is taking Ray out of the game yet. And I don't know if he's just trying to stall and give Pomerantz some time to get ready. But it doesn't look like Pomerantz is in any big hurry either. It looks like, and now they're going to go to him. So just giving Pomerantz a little more time.
Yeah, Counsell was waiting for home plate umpire DJ Rayburn to break up the mound meeting, and when he did, that's when he made the signal to bring in the former Brewer, Drew.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Came on!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizards. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
With available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. Toyota. Let's go places.
Veteran left-hander Drew Pomerantz now on the mound for the Cubs. Bottom 5, 3-1, the lead for Milwaukee. Brewers with no one out. Contreras at second base. Christian Yelich, left-handed batter at the plate. Pomerantz sets at the belt, looks at second. That's where Contreras is. He whirls and deals, and the pitch is low to Yelich. 1-0. Pomerantz 2-1, 34 appearances this season with a 2.17 ERA. Yelich is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Now the pitch. Inside, ball 2.
Boy, now that you're behind in the count, you got to be careful with Yelich. he will be guessing here. He'll look for a certain pitch, and if he gets it, he can do some damage.
Armstrong, Shane Yelich the other way toward left center. Here's the pitch. Yelich swings, hits a high fly ball, deep center. Cole Armstrong twisting around at the track, backing up, makes the catch, drops the ball. On his way to third base is Contreras, and Yelich ends up at second base. Cole Armstrong had the ball briefly in the glove and then dropped it.
This ball's hit right over Pete's head, and that's the toughest play for an outfielder, especially a center fielder. He twists one way, then twists it the other way, then rolls around, puts the glove up. It hits the glove, but it hits the palm of the glove. It never does go in the glove and stay, and ends up Yelich at second, and Contreras will go to third.
Now Andrew Vaughn at the plate. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Contreras scores, advancing to third, Yelich. It's now 4-1 Milwaukee here in the fifth. RBI single for Andrew Vaughn. His second run batted in tonight.
Vaughn right away on first pitch. He smokes this ball right back through the middle for a base knock. Did they give Pete an error in center field? That's what I'm not sure.
They did.
They gave him an error, on that fly ball. So that will be E8. You kind of figured that. 2 runs in here now in the 5th inning, and it's still going for Milwaukee. Nobody out.
And the batter, Isaac Collins, right-handed hitter. Open stance, hits out of a crouch. Men at the corners. Here's the pitch. It's up high for ball 1 as Pomerantz misses with a knuckle curve. Cubs playing the infield halfway in. Pomerantz looks at first and deals. Collins takes the ball low. 2-0.
It's tough to play the infield in this situation just because there's nobody out. You got to try to stay out of a huge inning here. That's difficult.
That pitch called a strike. A fastball right at the top of the zone along the outside edge. So it's 2-1, and now the Cubs have the middle infielders in double play depth. They're playing back. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-1.
Yeah, I just said that. You can't play them in a situation with nobody out. You get yourself in position to give up a big inning.
Men at the corners for Milwaukee. The pitch, foul, back off the screen. So it's 3-2 with Collins at the plate. Milwaukee has already scored twice in this frame. Brewers up 4-1. No one out. Bottom 5 men at the corners. Collins waits. The payoff pitch. Fouled away out of play off to the right. Second deck. Collins 1 for 2 tonight with a single. He's hitting at .280 on the year. Better than that with runners in scoring position. Now the pitch. Ball 4 as Pomerantz misses outside. And now Milwaukee's loaded the bases with no one out.
You get good speed at third and Yelich. I would say probably a little below average speed at second and Vaughn. Collins at good speed at first, and that'll bring out Tommy Hotovy from the Cubs dugout to talk to his left-hander.
With the left-handed hitting Bryce Terang due up, the Cubs are teaming up with Advocate Healthcare and other partners for Cubs for a Cure, a multi-day fundraiser supporting the fight against cancer. Tune in 670 The Score's 24-hour radiothon starting this Thursday, July 31st. And join us at Wrigley Field this Saturday, August 2nd, to help support the cause. Visit Cubs.com/Cubs for a Cure for more information. Home plate umpire DJ Rayburn breaks up the mound meeting. And we're ready for the resumption of play as Bryce Terang digs in. Terang 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Bases loaded, infield in, no one out here in the 5th. The pitch by Pomerantz, low and outside, ball 1.
Terang with a long look. down to his third base coach. Turang, a guy that really handles the bat well. You know, hit, run, bunt. He's already got a sacrifice bunt in this game.
Now the 1-0 inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Pete Armstrong in center, playing way around towards left center. There's a huge gap in right center field.
The 2-0 delivery. Inside again.
Pomerantz has missed in all 3 pitches by a wide margin. These last 2 have been well inside the pitch before. The first pitch, he pulled down and away.
There's nowhere to put Turang. The bases are loaded with no one out. Here's the pitch. And that's a fastball for a strike.
Here's where you got to throw another fastball, I would assume, and you just got to hope something good happens. He hits it at somebody.
Pomerantz steals. Swing and a miss. Now it's a full count, and he did go with that fastball, Coom.
Turang chased the pitch inside. That was not a strike.
Bases loaded, no one out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Pomerantz gets Turang. 1 away.
Big pitch for Pomerantz to get that strikeout. He just throws his fastball, and Turang with that big upshoot swing, just way underneath the ball. That's it. And Cubs catch a break there. That was a fastball right down the middle that he couldn't put in play.
The Brewers have announced a pinch hitter, Caleb Durbin, will hit for Anthony Siegler. So Craig Counsell goes to the mound, and he's going to make a pitching change. Drew Pomerantz is going to leave the game. It is 4-1 Milwaukee here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Brewers have the bases loaded with just 1 away.
Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Durbin, a pinch hitter. Yelich at third, Vaughn at second, Collins at first. Brazier on the year, 21 appearances, a 2.21 ERA. Durbin hitting at .258 on the season with 5 home runs. Brazier kicks and delivers, and Durbin looks at a strike, a slider right at the top of the zone, 0-1.
Hey, Siegler's had 2 really good at-bats. I'm kind of surprised they pinch hit for him.
Durbin waits. Here's the pitch. And that's low. And outside, slider that missed, 1-1. Brazier deals, Durbin swings and fouls away out of play off to the right. So it's 1-2. Durbin grew up just north of Wrigley Field in suburban Lake Forest. Brewers with the bases loaded, 1 away. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch by Brazier. Fouled back off the screen.
Good pitch by Brazier, inside, up and in. Not much Durbin could do with that one. He just barely got a piece of it.
A reminder, the first out was brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. Durbin digs in. The pitch. Line drive, hit to right. Backing up, making the catch is Tucker. Tagging and coming home is Yelich. He scores. It's now 5-1 Milwaukee. Advancing the third, Vaughn, 2 away.
Now, one thing, that you can see why this Milwaukee Brewers team has rattled off such an impressive record here over the last 3 weeks or so. When you start looking at runners in scoring position and situational hitting, they've got a sac bunt, 3 sacrifice flies. All 3 sac flies have either gone to the middle of the opposite field to drive in runs.
Joey Ortiz at the plate, shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch was low.
Ortiz looking to bunt there, and that's bunting for base hit.
2 away. Brewers have men at the corners. 5-1 Milwaukee here in the 5th. The pitch, Ortiz swings and misses. And stealing second on the play is Collins. Now the count is 1-1 with men at second and third after the stolen base by Collins.
Good job by Nico coming up and cutting that throw off, and throw was in the dirt. He took it on one hop.
Ortiz waits for the 1-1 delivery. Brazier sets up high and deals. Popped up, foul territory off to the left near the on-deck circle, and now it's out of play. McGuire was giving chase. 1-2.
Now here's where you got to make a good pitch, but you got to, if you're McGuire, you got to make sure you can block this breaking ball in the dirt. Ortiz is vulnerable to chasing that hook away.
The pitch in the dirt, blocked by McGuire. You called it. 2-2.
Great job by Mac back there behind home plate. He smothered that ball.
Vaughn's at third, Collins at second, 2 away. Bottom of the 5th inning. Milwaukee's already scored 3 times in the frame, a 5-1 lead over the Cubs. Here's the pitch. And a pop fly, shallow right. Hoerner underneath it, angling toward the line, makes the catch for out number 3. But Milwaukee puts 3 more runs on the board. Brewers leading the Cubs 5-1 after 5 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Spiegel and Holmes on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the Score.
Future You is using their rapid.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The clubhouse spark.
Hunter Pence, another spirited pregame speech.
The staff savior.
Sabathia, a complete game.
The game-changing bat.
Noenas Cespedes, unbelievable.
History shows one move in July can impact all of October.
Strikeout number 13 for Cliff Lee.
Simply masterful. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, Thursday on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY@villageofbedfordpark.com.
Let's see what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yingling. Next generation light beer. Cubs down in this ballgame, Patrick, and they need some offense, and offense quick here in the second half of the ballgame.
Well, let's see if Pete Crow Armstrong can crank up a little rally as he takes high for a ball. Cubs lost last night 8-4 and trailing 5-1 tonight. There is a pitch in there for a strike. Quinn Priester still in the game. The starter has given up 1 run on 5 hits. Swing and a miss by Pete on a high fastball.
Now, defensive changes, no surprise. And Durbin came in and pinch hit, and he stays in the game. He pinch hit for the third baseman, so he stays in at third. And Perkins came in a pinch run for Cherio, who pulled a hamstring or had a cramping hamstring, so he stays in center field.
So Perkins in center. Here's a bouncer towards second, charging, picking Terang, running through to first in time to get Crow Armstrong. And that's the first out in the 6th inning. Cubs trail by 4. They do need the offense to awaken, and this is a good pitching staff Milwaukee has. Not a lot of big names, but guys who are getting the job done.
Yeah, they are definitely getting the job done.
The guy on the mound, Priester, is a good example. Coming into the season, I'm not sure if I had even heard of Quinn Priester.
Right.
Deep drive to left. This ball is well hit. Collins back to the wall. It's got a chance. Gone. Home run, Nico Hoerner. Maybe that'll kickstart the offense. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Nico kind of golfing one down into the left field corner. Fair by only about 20 feet and gone by about 10. For Nico, his 4th home run, and now it's a 5-2 ball game.
That's the one pitch Nico can really tattoo, that breaking ball inside from a righty down, and he gets all of this one and crunches one to left. Big swing of the bat for the Cubs.
Here is Ian Happ taking a strike. And the pitch to Ian, batting left-handed, swings and misses. And a pitch in the dirt. Another hefty home run. Hefty is the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, strength that's anything but ordinary. And now Happ gets hit by the pitch. No argument from Milwaukee. Watching it again. See if the Brewers are going to challenge.
They're going to challenge. Yeah, they're going to challenge this. Contreras right away jumped up and thought it was a foul ball. Happ took off for first. Rayburn said the ball hit him. And now they're going to look. Murphy's coming out to talk to
Milwaukee
Rayburn.
is challenging the hit by pitch.
It's a 5-2 lead for Milwaukee. Cubs batting in the 6th inning. Have a run in with 1 away. As we're watching it again, tell us what you see, Ron.
It's an inside fastball, and oh my, I got a feeling that's going to be a foul ball. I think it hit the knob of the bat, and I think it's going to be a foul ball.
It definitely hit the knob. Let me ask you this. Did it possibly graze him in the elbow pad on its way to the knob?
That's the only thing that you could make a case. I'm not quite sure if the ball. Yeah, I can't tell whether it does that or not. I know it hits the knob of the bat.
After review, the call
now we're going to get the final verdict.
Count is 0-2.
It is a foul ball, and Ian Happ is still up there. So no hit by pitch.
Today has been one of them days for the Cubs that, the play at home plate, the little dribbler that was fouled, that was called fair, ended the inning. The line drive by Bushy that was going down the right field line, that was fouled by less than a width of a baseball, and now that one, I mean, you sometimes you need a little luck in our game. Cubs have none so far today. They're in a 0 category for that.
It's 0-2 on Ian Happ, still batting. And the pitch by Priester is low and outside for a ball. Priester at 77 pitches. The bullpen for Milwaukee will start to get ready. Let's see if Happ can get on. He lines one down the right field line. Base hit. It's going to be in the corner. Ian's going to have a double. Frelick runs it down and gets it back in. 2-base hit for Ian Happ. And now suddenly, Ron, the Cubs are one more base runner reaching from having the tying run at the plate.
Good at bat by Ian. He gets a hanging breaking ball. Priester throws his pitch. He throws a little backdoor hook is what he wants to throw, but this one, it ends up right in the middle of the plate down by the knees, and Ian, it's a good swing on this pitch. Hammers it down the right field line.
2-base hit for Happ. Cubs trail 5-2. Dansby Swanson at the plate. So a homer and a double back-to-back against Priester. And the pitch on the way to Swanson is down low for a ball. Sometimes a guy will be sailing along, and if he gives up back-to-back extra base hits, well-struck balls, a manager will make a change quickly and shortly thereafter.
And Milwaukee very quickly has a left-hander warming up in the bullpen.
The 1-0 to Swanson is taken for ball 2. And even though we are playing outdoors, this is a very loud ballpark.
Yep. Well, with this roof being, the stadium stays somewhat enclosed, just because you've got a roof, and it is definitely a loud place.
Swanson waiting, the 2-0. Dansby lines a base hit to left. Happ will go to third and hold as the throw comes in, and now the tying run is at the plate. A lot of baseball left. Don't go anywhere. 6th inning. Cubs trail 5-2. 3 consecutive hits. And let's see if Murphy's going to make a pitching change. I think he is. Or is this going to be Chris Hook, the pitching coach? It's Hook.
Yep.
And he does not have the hook. Murphy has the hook. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Murphy kept the hook in his pocket and said Captain Hook out there to go talk to him.
It does get confusing.
Yeah.
Good to see the Cubs offense come alive, though.
Yeah, it really is. They've got some good swings of the bat. Nico stayed on that breaking ball down and in and hammered it. Same thing with Ian Happ. He stayed back on a hook and hit it down into the corner. Dansby battling through and hits a line drive bullet to the left side.
Let's talk about McGuire's at bat. You got first and third, one away. You're trailing 5-2. How does he approach this?
I think McGuire did a great job in his first at bat of using the other side of the field and hitting a line drive. The one thing about Priester is with that 2-seamer and that cutter, he really induces a lot of ground balls. The way to combat that as a hitter is use the other side of the field. I'd love to see McGuire try to use this, take this sinker cutter and shoot it in the hole between short and third.
Priester deals. Here's a drive to right down the line. If it's fair, that ball is going to be a foul ball. A line smash to the right field corner, but it hooked foul. It did have the distance, but it landed in the upper deck, which almost has to be foul. It's to the right of the foul pole.
Boy, Priester, to me, he has thrown some very, very good hittable pitches here in this inning.
Now the 0-1. Down low for a ball.
I'm surprised after that swing by McGuire that they didn't take him out right there.
And he's at 83 pitches.
Yeah. Very hot, very humid, with the roof open. But this could be a game-changing swing for McGuire.
Cubs trail 5-2. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss by Reese. And now it's 1-2. Happ the runner at third. Swanson at first. You can just sense there are a lot of Cub fans. It's about 50-50, I would say, in terms of partisanship. The next pitch, popped up foul, out of play. Off-speed pitch.
I'm actually surprised Priester's thrown another breaking ball. All the damage so far in this inning has been all on his breaking ball, and to me, he's just kind of running out of gas, and that breaking ball is hanging. He still has a good sinker.
Now time called. Milwaukee 5, Cubs 2. Brewers out hitting the Cubs 9-8. Cubs have men at the corners with one away. A ball and 2 strikes on Reese McGuire. McGuire 1 for 2 in the game. Matt Shaw on deck. And the 1-2 by Priester. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. A fastball got him, and that's out number 2. And that's going to be all for Priester.
That was a sinker. 2-seamer, starts out coming in and goes back over the inside corner. Little lane changer for strike 3.
And that's going to be all for Priester. It's up to the Brewer bullpen. Changes by the opposition in terms of pitchers. We can tell you that those are always brought to you by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Al Raleigh, the home run leader with 41, and Raleigh is tied for the RBI lead with Eugenio Suarez, both with 87. Pat?
Matt Shaw is the tying run at the plate. 2 down, top of the 6th inning. Aaron Ashby's first pitch. Fastball very high, almost a wild one. Contreras, the catcher, had to reach up and backhand that ball. Swanson at first, Happ at third. Lights have taken full effect here at American Family Field. The next pitch, big curveball, stays high. First 2 pitches, both upstairs, not even close.
Well, Matty in his last at bat banged one into the right center field gap for a double. White Cubs could use one of those right now.
Set for the 2-0. Here it comes. Check swing, no swing. It's 3-0. Green light or not?
I would say no. I would think Ashby's not thrown a strike yet entering the ball game.
Here comes the 3-0 on the way to Matt Shaw, taking all the way for a strike.
Right now you just get geared up for the heater. That last one, 96, 97 miles an hour. I'd be ready for a fastball.
Outfield straight away against Matt Shaw. The 3-1, swinging a high pop fly right side. Terang, the second baseman, calling, easy catch, ends the inning. Cubs get a run on the home run by Nico Hoerner, and they threaten but do not score more than the 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Milwaukee 5, Cubs 2.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty. Sal Frelick is on deck. Who's on Deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com.
Ryan Presley's first pitch popped up foul. Might be playable. Is playable from Matt Shaw over near the third base coaching box, and that's out number 1. Presley persuading Frelick to foul out to third.
Great start for Presley here in this bottom of the 6th. Needs to keep the Cubs right here. Cubs down by 3.
Blake Perkins, remember, replaced Jackson Chourio after Chourio pulled something in his leg, apparently, legging out a triple back in the 5th inning. No further report from the Brewer clubhouse. Not sure if he'll be able, for example, to play tomorrow's game.
He grabbed his hamstring and was limping into third base. I'd be shocked if he's able to just get right back out and play.
He is certainly one of their key ball players. Blake Perkins waiting for the 2-0 from Ryan Presley. And a fastball is high and outside. Take a look at a little baseball history as we move along. See if Presley can come back on Perkins. Here comes the 3-0, and it's in for a strike. This Day in Baseball History brought to you by the Village of BedfordPark.com. Now's the time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. July 29. Now the 3-1. Low and inside, he walked him. 1 out, 1 on. Brewers on top 5-2, and the batter William Contreras.
What do you got there?
See what's
anything
a few
interesting
things here. I'm reading 2000, 25 years ago, the Brewers hold a Bob Wickman All-Star Poster Night.
Wow.
Okay.
He was my roommate in Double-A, Bobby Wickman, closer.
The only problem was, Ron, it came a day after the team would trade their All-Star reliever to the Indians. So,
solid.
Poster night one night, next night, see ya. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Contreras. Swing and a miss. It's a very tough business sometimes, isn't it?
Tough game, yep.
Wow.
136. 40,136. It is the 9th sellout.
40,136. Officially another sellout here at American Family Field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive caught by Hoerner. No, dropped by Hoerner. It goes into right center. And let's see if Cole Armstrong can throw to second. His throw is high. Strange play. A line drive right to Hoerner. He had it tip off the fingertips of the glove and continue into right center. The runner, Perkins, thought the ball was going to be caught, so he was diving back into first base, and he had to quickly get up and sprint to second as Crow Armstrong came in and tried to throw to second to get a force out on a very bizarre play.
Yeah, this line drive to Nico's left. He goes to grab it and takes his eye off the catch, thinking he can make a quick transfer and throw to first for the double play. Never did make the catch.
E4. Yelich will take a strike. (1968) baseball history. Here's something you don't see every day. Senator shortstop Ron Hansen executed an unassisted triple play.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. He was the 8th big leaguer to do so at that time. It's almost always runners are going with nobody out at first and second. I suppose the bases could be loaded, but usually it's first and second, nobody out. They have the runners in motion, and there's a line drive generally to one of the middle infielders.
Yep.
And he catches the liner for 1 out. He then will step on the bag to force out the lead runner, and then walk over and tag the runner coming from first going to second. That's about the most normal scenario involving an unassisted triple play, but I've never seen one. Have you?
No, I have not.
Two men on, one away, 5-2 Milwaukee. The pitch by Presley. And Yelich takes down low. Now, this is a big spot in this game. The Cubs grabbed a little bit of momentum in the top of the inning when Nico Hoerner homered, and the Cubs proceeded to put 2 more men on base but could not get any other clutch hits. But at least they did take a bite out of the deficit. Now Milwaukee threatening to open up their lead again. And the 3-2 to Yelich. Outside, he walked him. Second walk issued by Ryan Presley. And now this is a potential turning point at bat in this ball game. Bases loaded, 1 away. Andrew Vaughn steps in.
Vaughn's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball over the last 2 or 3 weeks since coming over to Milwaukee. Cubs need something good to happen here. 1 hopper maybe to Dansby, and Cubs could turn a pair.
Swinging a high fly ball, deep left center, all the way back to the wall, and that is a grand slam.
Presley starts him off with a slider, and it stays up and out over the plate. It's either a slider or a cutter. It's up, and Vaughn was sitting on it for sure, and he was right on time, and he hits this ball a long way to left center.
Vaughn with his 10th home run. He's got 5 RBIs in the game, and the Brewers have opened it up and lead 9-2. The ball landed in the Milwaukee bullpen, a towering drive. It's only 371 to left center. Here is a foul off to the left, out of play off the bat of Isaac Collins.
Yeah, just a hanging breaking ball by Presley. Stays inner half. And you know you're going to see some breaking balls from Presley as a right-hander. Vaughn was right on time.
Vaughn now 3 for 4 in the game.
Vaughn has a single scored, a sacrifice fly, a single drove in a run. He's got 6 RBIs, 3 hits, and a sac fly.
Strike 3 called, and that's going to be the second out in the inning. And I've been watching, Ron, I know you have too, following Milwaukee's games. He's had as many big hits as any guy on that entire team over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. Absolutely. You talk about a guy that's been energized by leaving a last place team and going to a team that's now in first place.
2 outs, Bryce Terang the batter, and he'll take outside. Terang nothing for 2 with a sacrifice. Cubs in the top of the inning had their scoring chance. Managed to get only 1 on the home run by Hoerner. But they had minutes. Well, they had a couple of guys on first and third with only 1 away and just could not get another clutch hit. And now Milwaukee threatening to open up a 2-game lead in this division. Low and inside to Terang. And now the 2-1, and Terang takes low, and the count 3-1. Brewers pitching well. They're getting clutch hits. They're getting unexpected performances from a lot of guys. Andrew Vaughn would certainly be one, but their starting pitcher tonight, Quinn Priester, there's another. Coming into this season, no way that anyone thought that Priester would be, after tonight, possibly 10-2 for the year.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, and he was everything that you read about, like in the scouting report of what I was anticipating, is getting a lot of ground balls and good sinkers. This ball's fouled off to the left. Sinker cutter, kind of cutter slider combination, and being able to pitch and the late movement, gets the ground ball, and that's what he did tonight. He was able to get a few of those to get himself out of a jam.
3-2 to Terang, swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But a grand slam by Andrew Vaughn breaks the game wide open. As we go to the 7th inning, it's the Brewers 9 and the Cubs 2 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for great Cubs guests all season long on the Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Enjoy. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
XC90 designed for life. Pat?
Okay, Zach. Aaron Ashby will continue. He came on in relief back in the 6th inning, and he'll start the 7th. Justin Turner to pinch hit for the Cubs. Cubs looking at a large deficit, 9-2 in this 7th inning. You never know. Let's see if Turner can get on and get something going and see if this ball game turns around a little bit. There's a chopper foul toward third. It is amazing how fast things can change, though, isn't it?
Well, it sure is. You know, walk, a single, and big swing of the bat. You can throw crooked numbers up in a hurry.
There's a bouncer to the hole at short, backhanded by Ortiz. Long throw, and he gets him easily. Pretty good play. Ortiz slid as he was making the backhand stop. That's not an easy play for a shortstop to make.
Now, excellent play. Shows range, shows good arm strength as he throws that ball across the diamond off balance. Made to the order presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under or overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com.
Kyle Tucker, the batter. Kyle is 0 for 2 with a walk. Lefty to lefty as Ashby misses outside. Cubs playing game number 107. Check swing, it's down low. That means tomorrow is the exact 2/3 pole. 108 will have been played after tomorrow, and then 54 remaining. And the trading deadline, as we said, less than 48 hours away. Swing and a miss by Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And the Cubs have been, talked about a lot and hoping to be active and adding players to their roster. We'll see how that works.
And you always wonder, Ron, how you're trending in those days leading up to the trading deadline. Or at least I wonder about this. Here's a breaking ball down low. If your team is red hot, are you more aggressive? If you're suddenly going in the opposite direction and losing a few, does that change your approach to making deals? I don't know. It might vary from team to team and executive to executive.
Right.
Ball 4 to Tucker. And that'll be a 1-out walk. Cubs trail by 7 here, inning number 7, and the batter is Seiya Suzuki.
Hardest working player of the game, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. A lot of guys in this Cubs roster working hard tonight. This is one of them series.
Cubs offense has not really done much in this series when you think about it. They got the 3 runs in the first inning last night, mainly on the wildness of starting pitcher Jacob Mizorowski with a wild pitch allowing 1, and then he threw the ball away to allow 2 other runs. Here's a liner to left down the line, base hit. It's going to skip all the way into the corner. Tucker hot footing it to third on a double by Suzuki. And the Cubs have men at second and third and 1 away, but they still trail 9-2 in the 7th inning. Before Crow Armstrong bats, 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Score remembers Ryne Sandberg.
Do you believe it? It's gone!
WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
With former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting from American Family Field. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Let's see if Crow Armstrong can drive in a couple and get the Cubs 2 steps closer.
With that hit by Suzuki, he's designated hitter tonight. Designated hitter sponsored by Fireplace and Chimney Authority.
Fastball strike, 1-1 on Pete.
Book now, burn later, skip the rush.
Who is that sponsor again, Ron? Here's the pitch up and in to Pete Crow Armstrong.
Fireplace and Chimney Authority. Now, I know you're a big fireplace guy in the winter. You book now, you burn later, and you skip the rush.
It's good writing. Here comes the 2-1, swinging a drive into shallow right center, ranging over. Frelick makes a sliding catch. A run will score, but a very nice defensive play by the right fielder Frelick, sliding feet first into the gap in right center, a play you rarely see. And he did a reverse pivot and got the ball back in. Tagging and scoring is Tucker. It's now a 9-3 ball game. Crow Armstrong with his 77th run batted in. But now there are 2 outs in the inning, and the batter is Nico Hoerner. Nico has homered and singled twice. He's been the bright spot offensively, 3 for 3.
RBIs by Cubs batters. They're sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old.
Drive to right, going back and making the catch is Frelick to end the inning. Cubs get a run, leave 1. Middle of inning number 7. It's Milwaukee 9, Cubs 3 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Craig Counsell remembers Ryne.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Seventh inning here in Milwaukee. Cubs down 9-3. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Caleb Durbin first up run. He will swing and foul it at the plate. 0-1. Brooks Kriske on the mound. New Cubs pitcher, right-hander, works over on the extreme first base side of the rubber. Fastball is high to Caleb Durbin, and it's 1-1. Very few fans have left. 40,000 plus are here for the second straight game. Actually over 41,000 last night. See how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game in a few minutes here. Now the 1-1 to Durbin. And that's going to be a good strike from Kriske. 2-2. And the next offering. Fastball rides in a little bit high. 3-2. Day game tomorrow. Starts at 1:10. Shota Imanaga ready to pitch tomorrow against Freddie Peralta. Shota with a record of 7-4. Normally keeps the Cubs in just about every start he makes. Freddie Peralta has been a dominant 12-4, 2.81 ERA. 3-2 pitch, very high, ball 4. Durbin gets the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Joey Ortiz ready to step in.
I'll see now if Chris can get a little ground ball. Maybe you can get out of this inning and fairly quickly. Cubs could use him to throw a couple innings. So, deuce a ground ball.
First pitch in for a strike to Joey Ortiz. Stretched by Krisky, and the next pitch popped up foul. This ball is going to drift out of play right side.
Tough play of the game. That's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. Got a few very nice plays, very difficult plays. Dansby made one off ground ball off the back of Colin Ray and made a nice play. That qualifies.
Breaking ball down in the dust.
Any thoughts on catch of the game tonight? Catch of the game sponsored by Catch Des Moines. The Iowa State Fair is back August 7th through the 17th. Come home to the Fair Sweet Fair and visit iowastatefair.org.
Fly ball center field routine for Pete Crow Armstrong. He will slap the leather on that one, and that's out number 1. Dansby Swanson made a nice play on a ground ball that I think was deflected by the pitcher earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Let's call that the defensive, is it the gem of the game?
Yeah,
or the catch of the game?
Catch of the game, yep.
Zach points out the first out is brought to you by Xfinity, where the Wi-Fi is booming. Sal Frelick, the batter. Frelick pokes it foul, back out of play. 9-3 Milwaukee leading. After tomorrow, Thursday is an off day. Cubs will be home against the Baltimore Orioles for the weekend. 3 straight day games against the O's. Curve in the dirt is low for a ball. Baltimore's been kind of a mysterious team. They struggled terribly early in the year. Brandon Hyde, their manager, was fired. And yet they've been one of the more explosive teams in many games. I think we were just looking at their scores today. They scored 16 today in one of the games of a doubleheader against Toronto. And Baltimore 10 games below 500, not completely out of the wild card picture for the year.
Attention media. Brewers outfielder Jackson Churio left tonight's game with a right hamstring spasm.
There's a swing and a foul back out of play. We're getting a report regarding Jackson Churio. Did I hear a right hamstring spasm?
Yeah.
It's kind of a personal question, but have you ever had a hamstring spasm, Ron?
I'm getting used to it after 12 years.
You've had that injury for 12 years?
No, the personal questions.
My mistake. I was going to say, you've been doing a lot of spasming.
Yeah. It's kind of like boshing, you know?
2-2 on Frelick. And the next pitch is outside for a ball.
Well, you get, there's a spasm of the muscle. It just kind of contracts like it, cramps or whatever you want to call it. And then you hope it just releases and it's not an issue, and it's not pulled if you're a player. You just hope it could be just, like a quick spasm, quick cramp, and it goes away. I will say this, though, very seldom do you get one of those running around the bases in your hamstring, and that does not end up being a pulled hamstring.
Here's a drive to right center, playable for Crow Armstrong. Pete makes the catch, and that's the second out in the inning. Seems like it happens when guys leg out a triple a lot. And I'm not just saying it because this was a triple, but it's that extra 90. That's a 90-yard sprint, and you're turning a corner twice.
Yeah, right.
It's just not something you're doing on any kind of a regular basis.
I would agree. Absolutely.
Blake Perkins will hit a high pop fly into shallow right center. Coming in is Tucker, calling and squeezing. Brewers don't score. We go to the 8th inning. Milwaukee 9, Cubs 3. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Hoerner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
For over every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Best Western. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars that K to donate your car today, Patrick.
And Ron, Zach points out that whenever we see a manager challenging a play that involves an instant replay, they take a second look. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Ian Happ swings and pulls something in one of his legs. And he is walking around in pain. It hit maybe right down off of his foot as we watch this again. Right off his ankle, I believe.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Right off just above his foot, like right where you're, right on the top of his ankle.
See how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game as they continue to look at Ian Happ. It's a dead ball, foul ball. He's still up there. The attendance tonight, 40,136. Zach Zaidman is the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. And we'll have another game here tomorrow. Cubs against Baltimore at Wrigley. 3 straight day games. Starting on Friday afternoon. All 3 games begin at 1:20. One more game tomorrow. Today here, Happ is going to leave the game. That really got him in a bad spot, apparently, Ron.
Yeah, he fouled right off the top of his ankle, right above his foot. Now, I think they, more so than anything else, you know, this game is a little out of whack at 9-3. So the best thing to do is get him off his feet and get him into training and get ice on that, and way you can not have something happen and you get it treated and play again tomorrow.
Just confirming, all 3 games against Baltimore are afternoon tilts beginning at 1:20. And then Cincinnati is in next Monday. Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday afternoon. Go to Cubs.com for ticket info. Vidal Brujan pinch hitting. He assumes the count of 0-1 that was created when Happ fouled that ball off of his ankle. Swing and a miss, and now it's 0-2 on Brujan. And he takes down low for a ball. Please stay tuned for the Toast of the Game ball player named by Ron Coomer. Sponsored by Benny's Beverage Depot. That is coming up in the 9th inning. Here's a pitch taken low and outside for a ball. And now the 2-2. Swinging a foul off to the right, out of play. I want to thank our engineer Ryan Elliott for a job well done.
Ryan and I had dinner tonight before the game started. Very knowledgeable music guy. I was getting some info on some new Springsteen stuff coming out.
Is that right?
Always fun to talk to him about music. He's been around here a long time. Milwaukee.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Vidal Brujan is going to be out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Milwaukee on top, 9-3. And Dansby Swanson coming up. How old is the boss now? He's got to be getting close to
72, 70, I think 71 or 2, I think it is. He's looking it up.
I would think more like 73 or 4.
75.
75.
I
Wow.
don't have to get upset about it. I thought it was 74. Okay, 75. Fine.
How do you think Bruce feels?
Now he still is performing occasionally, right?
A lot. No, he's a lot. Yeah, he's all over the place.
It's the old
kind of
one
like
pitch.
us.
Dansby taking low and outside. 1-1. And the left-hander Ashby deals line drive. One hopper pickup by Terang at second base. Throws to first in time, out number 2.
Line drive bullet right at Terang. He sticks the glove out. Ball jumps right in it. Nice play.
Stay tuned for Zach Zaidman's Verizon postgame show. That is coming up immediately following the game, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it, Ron. Instead of waiting 3 or 4 hours and then coming back to the studio. And by the way, earlier tonight,
Yep.
Zach does a great job on that show.
Post-game show. Yep.
Mm-hmm. 0-2 on Reese McGuire. This game was competitive up until the point that Andrew Vaughn hit the grand slam in the 6th inning. Turned a 5-2 lead into a 9-2 game. And the Brewers are on the threshold of posting back-to-back wins over the Cubs and taking a 2-game lead in the division. And now the 1-2 on the way. Fastball, strike 3 called. Cubs are retired in order as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Milwaukee 9 and the Cubs 3 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Remembering Ryne Sandberg.
This is my last time catching the final.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Baltimore sweeps a doubleheader from Toronto at Camden Yards. The Orioles took Game 1 16-4. Between the two games, they traded reliever Sir Anthony Dominguez to the Blue Jays, and in the second game, he actually pitched against his former team, Baltimore, but the Orioles won the second game 3-2. The Guardians at 10-4 drubbing of the Rockies. Tigers crushed the Diamondbacks 12-2.
Gavin Hollowell, the new Cub pitcher, right-hander, delivers ball one to William Contreras. Go ahead, Zach. What else you got?
Cody Bellinger hit a 3-run home run for the Yankees as they beat the Rays 7-5. The Dodgers edged the Reds 5-4. Will Smith the go-ahead double. Kyle Schwarber hit a 441-foot 2-run home run, his 37th, as the Phillies doubled up the White Sox 6-3. Whole bunch of games in progress. Top of the ninth in Minnesota. Red Sox leading the Twins 6-3. Trevor Story a 2-run shot. Royals on top of the Braves 9-6.
Hollowell fires a strike, 3-1.
Vinny Pasquantino with his 18th home run for Kansas City. The Marlins lead the Cardinals 5-0 in the last of the eighth. Top seven, Astros 6, Nationals 2. Yainer Diaz goes deep for Houston.
There is a strike, 3-2. What else, Zach?
After two, Angels 2, Rangers nothing. The Padres strike first, a 1-0 lead over the Mets in the last of the third. Jackson Merrill with a ribby single. Top three, no score in San Francisco between the Pirates and Giants.
Inside, that's ball 4 to William Contreras. It is a base on balls. 9-3 Milwaukee up, Zach.
And one other game, Pat. Bottom of the first inning in Sacramento. The Mariners and A's are scoreless.
Thanks to Zach for the updates. Now, Zach, let me ask you this. You mentioned there was a trade involving, I believe you said, Baltimore and Toronto. Sir Anthony was one of the people traded. That's not his full name.
His full name is Sir Anthony Dominguez.
It's not like Sir Paul McCartney or Sir Elton John, is it?
He's not been knighted, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Spells it a little differently.
But he was traded.
Correct.
But not knighted. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, swinging a miss by Christian Yelich. The question I have, and I'm taking quite a bit of time getting
I'm on the edge of my seat with this.
As a matter of fact, you are, as I look at you. Any other trades, Zach? That's where I was going with whatever I was doing. Here's a swing and a foul back by Christian Yelich. Any other trades involving the other 28 ball clubs? And anybody else named Sir in a deal?
There was no one else named Sir in a deal. And it's S-E-R, Anthony, one word.
Oh, that takes some of the fun out of it. Here's a pitch inside to Christian Yelich on the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
But to answer your question, it's been quiet tonight outside of that notable deal that occurred between games of a doubleheader.
Swing and a miss. And Yelich is the first out here in the 8th inning as Gavin Hollowell gets his first strikeout.
So I would think in baseball, once you've already been elected to the Hall of Fame, the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, the only thing you could do is be knighted, is be Sir Patrick Hughes, I guess, is the next step. That's all you got, right?
But we played so many day games at Wrigley. To be knighted would just be confusing, I think, to a lot of people.
Well, we don't want you to be dated.
It's too late for that. 1 ball and no strikes on Andrew Vaughn. Here is a Swing and a miss.
Knighted sounds so much better.
Sort of. But now, let me ask you this now.
Uh-oh.
You're less than 48 hours from the trading deadline.
Yeah.
This is getting semi-serious here.
Right, no,
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Are you surprised that there has been such little activity to this point?
Yeah, I am, absolutely. I really am. I you know why I'm so surprised is some of the big teams that really, are expecting, let's say the Dodgers, for instance, with the way their pitching staff has been just beat up terribly.
Right.
And they have not made a move, right? They have not done anything really. And so there's some teams, the Cubs, their pitching staff has been beat up and no moves yet. And, at the end of the day, it takes two teams to trade. You can say you want to trade all you want, but someone's got to trade with you.
Swing and a miss by Andrew Vaughn. Back-to-back strikeouts now by Gavin Hollowell.
You start looking around the league, and some of the teams that have been in the playoffs year after year after year, they're not exactly in position A with their ball clubs, and nobody's really made many moves.
Hollowell, in his first appearance in a Cub uniform, delivers a strike to Isaac Collins. But you just wonder, Ron, if in the last day and a half, will there be a flurry of activity? Will teams who were reluctant to make trades finally say, hey, we may not like the deal, but we have to make some kind of a deal, like, for example, the Dodgers and their bullpen situation?
I would think as soon as one of these starting pitchers tumbles, I think you're going to see a flurry of action.
Strike three, and what a job by Gavin Hollowell in his Cubs debut for the season, as he strikes out three in a row. Welcome to the Cubs, Gavin Hollowell. We go to the ninth inning. It's Milwaukee 9, Cubs 3 on the score. And
let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. It was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Order one now at ChefIQ.com. That's ChefIQ.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Aaron Ashby delivers Zach to Matt Shaw. First pitch up high. Let me correct something. Gavin Hollowell making his 6th appearance this season in a Cub uniform. Struck out the side. Here's a chopper off the bat of Shaw to a charging third baseman Durbin. Gloves it, running through to first. One down, 9th inning. 9-3 Milwaukee in the lead. And the batter is going to be Justin Turner, I believe.
Yep.
Ninth inning brought to you by Bosch. Pitch to Turner in there for a strike. Some of the fans have exited American Family Field. Here's a ground ball right side, gloving it on the outfield grass is Terang, throws out Turner, and that's out number 2. And the Cubs are down to their last chance. But the ninth inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel exactly like a Bosch. 2 down, disappointing night for the Cubs. Offense 3 runs on 9 hits. But they gave up way too many. 9 runs on 10 hits for Milwaukee, so they're about ready to post a second straight convincing win in the series. And they'll have a 2-game lead over the Cubs in the division. Bouncer to short, picked by Ortiz, and he throws out John Birdie to end the ball game. Ron, before we throw it to a commercial break, who do you like for the Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game ball player?
Well, it'll be Nico Hoerner. Nico had a very nice night. 3 hits in the ball game, 2 singles and a home run. So he will be our Toast of the Game ball player by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
The final, Milwaukee 9, Cubs 3. Back with the totals in just a moment on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score.
Coom here. Let me tell you one of the things I really like about Yuengling. They brew a beer for everyone's taste. From their traditional lager to light lager, flight, golden pilsner, and even a black and tan, there's something for every kind of beer drinker. So whether you're firing up the grill, watching a game, or at the golf course, there's a Yuengling that fits the moment. Take a look at the lineup next time you're out. You might just find a new favorite. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Right now, for a limited time, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month or get $1,750 bonus cash. Offers end July 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.